Well, where we are is where we are. On the Elserville map, oh no, wait, that's not that one. This one, and surroundings is the one I'm looking for. On that section, there was the Great Rift. Your little token was next to it. That's right where you are. Between Earthheart, and Delzimer is a fortress that leads into the Great Lake. Long used to treat its fertile soils, now abandoned, supposedly haunted, and also a place of bad news, because the Great Rift is used by many orcs. It's a great place to farm for cheap without knowing what the hell you're doing. And now, you're at that fortress. Under what premises did you come? The promise of treasure? The allure of a mystery? Perhaps a desire for revenge? Or perhaps the rumors of the recent raids got you? That shimmer that someone was working with them that wasn't quite an orc, despite the fact they usually stick to themselves so much that they wouldn't have this kind of intercooperation. Either or. There's treasure here to be had, and justice, and perhaps even more. These guys go all over the place. Maybe they ran into something, and maybe they wrote it down. Maybe. They're orcs. Who knows if they even write? They do, in fact. They're orcish, although they stole their entire alphabet, the script they use, from the dwarves. Which, by the way, is a detail that I really like about 3.5, is that every language has a script, and sometimes they share. Makes sense. The point is that you've managed to sneak your way over. It's raining quite heavily, meaning that there's this constant dripping noise and the bashing of rain against tiles and stone, giving you somewhat cover as you slunk through a mostly abandoned armory and a very musty set of barracks, through a crack in the back wall. Now, you examine the situation, seeing ahead of you a gang of orcs, who seem to be exuberantly sharing how good things have gone, all the treasure they took, who got what share, and probably more importantly, they seem to be praising an individual who you can't quite see, who seems to, at times, speak up, but without a listen check, it's hard to make out the details. It is raining, after all, and you're a distance away, and betraying your presence by leaning out too far has its risks as well. The question falls onto you. What will you make of the situation? Presented with the opportunity of great treasure, of combat, rewards. After all, these have stolen from commoners.
Is it nighttime or daytime?
It's
No, it's raining.
It's probably day, but it is raining enough that it's significantly darker than an ordinary day would be. It's like cloudy plus.
Overcast.
That's a nice way to put it.
And we see him how far away?
I think everyone has access to the vision token, right?
I don't.
What you could do is
Okay, what's hilarious is that the
click and
dwarf
drag.
apparently does not have his dark vision set up. There.
Yeah, something don't look right. There we go.
Can you move my token? It says my game is paused or something.
First.
There you go.
Second.
Thank you.
Wait. I think I know what this... Okay, yeah, that's exactly what that vision token's supposed to help with, is to avoid that question. And I think I might know what that is.
You might have to set it up privately for every token.
Low light vision requires... Yeah, I don't know what the deal is. I thought you could have multiple characters that you could look through at the same time, because you all have ownership over that vision aid.
I mean, you could click it and then it becomes
You
free,
click-
I believe.
Oh, it's selected only, huh? Ah, weird.
Yes. What you could do is click and drag on an empty space, and then it displays the vision cones of every character you have access to.
Oh yeah, deselect, yes. Okay, that is something I didn't know that it... Yeah, okay. Sorry, I don't deal with vision a lot, because I don't set my NPCs up to have vision, because that lags. It's annoying. Point is, that through the door that you've opened up, you can definitely tell... Was there a question? I would love to answer.
No, my token just disappeared. At least on my screen.
Well, your token's still where I can see him. Does everyone else see Olaf?
Yes.
Only see mine.
Try clicking and dragging. You might have a token selected that doesn't have vision.
Well, doesn't have vision
I am alone now.
because you are in a dark room right now.
Okay, I got it back. Thank you.
Well, anyway, you can click that compass over there, which is in the doorway. You should be able to see that regardless of what you have selected. No. Okay, unselect your character and click the compass. You should be able to look outside of the room. Try not to close the door while you're doing it. I'll just put it over here. Makes it a bit easier to do. Because, again, I haven't played Foundry as a player ever, so I don't know what these situations look like, and that is always something fun to learn. The point is that from your musty barracks, which honestly seem like they haven't seen use in a while, judging by the moldy smell, outside in the rain, under a tarp, like those tarps where they four corners for the tents, then one that sticks it up so that the rain doesn't gather into this huge water bag and then breaks it.
Yes.
Ahead of you, you can see about 6 grunts. Some of them look wounded, some of them don't. Then there's these two tall, tough guys who look a little bit scruffy, a little bit rougher. They seem to be talking to someone who you can't quite make out because this pillar is just in the way. Does anyone want to listen in, or are you just like, we'll see where this goes and follow up from there?
Listen in. Listen in.
Well, you can either try to lean outside, potentially exposing yourself, or you could always try to listen in. Just like perk your ears and hope that they can hear through the rain. It's kind of hard to do.
Can I try to listen in?
Yes, that's what I said. If you want to, give me a
Okay.
listen check.
Okay. Yes. Sorry.
If, by the way, you do not have listen on your summary page, that probably means you're just rolling wisdom.
Listen check.
Is this something we can all dogpile on, or
Only 2 people who are like adjacent to the door, because otherwise someone's in the way and you're probably listening to them breathe more than anything.
got it? Let me check real
Unfortunately.
quick.
I moved out of the way.
Listen, my
Yeah,
ears
I
aren't so
suppose I
good.
can just roll wisdom for this.
Handsome.
Quick question though, how would I do that? Just 1d12, I guess. 1d20 plus 1.
A 1d12 is a very admirable debuff for yourself if you really want to.
There you go.
Diagala. Diagala? What was it again?
You can just say DG.
DG. DG. You can make out that they seem to be happy with themselves. They have sort of split up the loot. The 2 sergeants, which you can only presume are the big guys standing in front, separate from the group, have been given part of their share. The guy off screen that you can't see is talking about identifying the items. And then the grunts are told to go rest up because tomorrow they're going to go home victorious or something. I don't know. They seem excited and very enthused.
The promise tomorrow.
They're also, it's in between words, you get the sense that they've sent some sort of vanguard ahead. Like dudes who, because when you raid the cool stuff, and then there's like the bulk stuff of grains and miscellaneous metals and items, and apparently a lot of the bulk has been sent ahead with whatever was normally here before they came here. So they're resting up before they go so that they don't look like complete idiots who got beaten up all the way through. You know,
They're just a bunch of mercenaries. I don't think they mean harm. I don't think we need to fight them.
well, mercenaries is not the proper term. They seem to, well, I guess it depends on how you
Scav-
define mercenary.
Brigand.
Scavengers?
They definitely raided places on their own accord to impress people and show off.
Scavengers?
Sure, scavengers who make the scavenging possible by first killing everyone. You know, that kind of scavenging.
Okay. They're just raiders.
Raiders.
Raiders. Yeah, they're just raiders. I don't see a reason to fight them right now. I tell the group
They're all
quietly.
grouped up. Clever.
Do you want to fight them like right now?
No, I'm not suicidal.
I say we wait it out.
Luckily,
Mm-hmm.
the 2 big guys who look very proud of themselves. One of whom is wielding this big axe and is looking at it often like, yeah. They do split up quickly. You can definitely tell they've taken a beating. This is the weakest they'll be if you decide to do the long form waiting, as they say. You can catch glimpses of this shamanistic. Imagine guy, fancy robes, wears bones, all kinds of weird fetishes and items with him. You know. No, not those kinds of fetishes. They make their way over to the north, and through the bars, you can see them moving towards what you can only presume is a set of stairs before they vanish from view. The grunts in the courtyard, 2 of them are like, you know what? I'm still feeling 100% top fit, and they're like, yeah, so am I. And as the others take their leave, they go, okay, let's go, and they just start duking it out in a nice little sparring match. That's what it's called, sparring. Totally not a very aggressive. Woo. Oh, orcs, you silly beans. As in, they are now preoccupied with wrestling and fighting each other for sport. There's also someone off screen who is clearly like yelling at them for how bad they're doing it.
mean, we can't just like go in there and then just walk around. They'll see us.
I mean, it's raining. It's
Mm.
and they're busy fighting. The odds are much more in your favor. You could wait more if you wanted to, but that will start to eat up time, and then things may happen without you recorded.
While these two are distracted, I'd suggest we sneak after the others who
Yeah.
went up to rest.
Yeah.
Sneaking? The dwarf doesn't sneak.
You're gonna have to. It's just like
Just
one.
or you just Olaf's glaring at you like has no clue what you're talking about.
Then you lead the charge.
Well, these aren't exactly the greenskins I was looking for, but they'll have to do.
Oh no.
Oh, we're going upstairs, not after these people.
What the hell are you Nancy's doing? We gotta kill these fuckers.
Killing. They haven't done anything wrong to us.
I've done
They-
plenty wrong to other
They
people.
did wrong to something. You people not you people not live in the Val? Ask that honestly. You guys not live in the Val?
No, not really.
You've got Now this is how it's done around here. People take from you, and you take from them. Well, let's do some taking.
Fine. Okay.
On a side note, can
Yes.
you do non-lethal damage in this one?
Yes.
Fair enough.
You take a -4 on the attack roll if you're trying to use a lethal weapon, because it's kind of hard to bonk someone out with a sword.
You just hold it sideways.
The aerodynamics and the weight distribution of that are not in your favor, but sure. You can totally do that without the sword bending or breaking, or worse. Point is, there seems to be just them in the rain. Whoever was yelling at them seems to have stopped. It's a little bit of time further now, since you all were having a lovely discussion.
All right, so get out of the way. Say to the person in front of me. I walk over to the door and I kick it open.
You could have just opened.
Nope. Olaf kicks it open.
All right. Well, these fine gentlemen are. Well, I mean, it is a very loud. You know what? You know
Hey,
what?
you ugly bastards!
There we go. That's my permission.
Olaf
You have, the
slams down.
you have the subtlety of a fucking rock slide.
Oh yeah.
Well,
this-
he is a rock
it-
slide.
I am a rock slide. That I clank.
That's perfect.
I said make every token combat. There we go.
All right.
Well,
You
since-
bastards!
Are we rolling initiative?
Yup.
Yes.
Because he's starting it up, and these guys are even if they were friendly, they're wrestling and they're probably hyped up to just get a couple of swings in. Boom, boom, boom.
For
Olaf.
once, the initiative actually reflects the order of things.
I mean, he
in the-
technically gets a surprise round because they were not expecting this, and I don't know how many of you were expecting this, but
I was expecting that from the get-go. I'm loving this.
Mr. Olaf, you have a surprise round, which means you can do whatever you want before they even know what's going on.
With the door shut, it's saying my token's colliding with the wall.
Oh, whoops! There we go. This door is in a frustrating place. I know.
I'd imagine he kicks the door so hard that it immediately slams shut by recoiling from.
God damn it!
Here, I'll just put the door off to the side.
This door's not dwarf made. I walk, was that 10 feet out? And then I, 10 feet out to this little pillar.
Oh my! I see a lot of initiative rolling happening here. Exciting. All right, Mr. Olaf. On a
Use
surprise,
my just full distance run action move.
it's quite a loud little parade. But on the plus side, you're not immediately confronted with hordes of orcs you did not, in fact, see when you were in there. So that's good. Argus, there's someone on top of you and you don't know why.
That is amusing. I usually have to pay for that.
Oh!
You bumped in them when you backed off on the door. Argus.
All right, as long as I'm not dragging like multiple tokens at once. Oh, I suppose I'm gonna offer some support to them. Throw a javelin. But for that, I need to be within range. Let me check. something real
Marvelous.
quick.
As
Is
you
it still
move, you
30?
draw forth a javelin. Well, you can attack beyond the first range increment. Don't worry about that.
That is fair enough, but that would be disadvantage, I believe.
No, that's 5th edition, good sir. I think it's -1 per range increment, or maybe it's I think it's -2. -2 per range increment. So,
Mm-hmm.
what's your javelin looking like?
Well, let's see how it does.
Javelin
Hold on.
is 30 feet, so that's a -2 on your attack roll, but you have what it takes. Show me the goods.
Let's try that.
Okay, so this guy doesn't know that you're It's a lot of people rolling the initiative after the fact. I don't know why.
Sorry.
You baddies.
This Fine Orc is a little distracted. You are throwing from a distance away, and you're trying to throw into melee, which is a little hard to do because they're both constantly changing positions. But somehow you hit him in the back. I don't know how, but you sure did do it. Como, guess what? You now have the apply button. If you targeted someone, you can use it, but you didn't, so you can't.
Fair enough.
Oh my goodness, you huck. The javelins, by the way, are pretty significant weapons. They're not light. This guy feels it dig into his back, and almost immediately, what a Nancy.
Turn him into a pincushion.
Not every orc is made of a bajillion hit points, unfortunately.
What is a javelin sticking out of the orc called? A good start.
DG, wow, this guide is sure capable. Shoots to kill.
Okay. A little aggressive, but gets the job done. Movement speed is 20. And I'm gonna move right here. I'm gonna use my sling
Okay,
and attack.
give this 5 moments. I'm gonna turn off the turn thing because I don't like it, and it's caused too many crashes in my life.
Okay.
I mean, it's fine. But I don't know. I've been having nothing but issues with it lately, and I don't trust it. But let's see what your roll is. Oof. A good rock through the air does not change the fact.
Oh, what happened?
I reloaded it because I turned off a thing that has
Oh.
been known to cause crashes.
Okay.
Restart.
So don't worry, it'll take a minute. But once we're there, we're there. Whoops, and there we go. And now everything's running back to normal. At least for me.
Yep.
Well, you miss, but that's how life goes. Matthias.
This is kind of confusing, but I get the whole I can't see anything because I'm standing there. And I have to go to the door to see.
It's a whole move action. You can move wherever you want.
Yeah, I meant like I know there's tokens there. I know there's someone there, but me looking at the map going, I don't see anything.
Well, then just move yourself the 10 feet you want to.
There we go. That's what I was gonna wonder. That's it. That's all I was curious about.
I allow splitting up your movement because it makes it a little bit more dynamic.
Yeah.
Doesn't stop my NPCs from being little lamos though.
All right. I'll be. Oh, that's a wall. Got it.
If you load in a map and you see nothing, try clicking on supposedly an empty space and just click and drag.
All right, there we go. That and I want to see if I actually hit things with my katana finally. So I just draw that. Ready to roll. I think that's my turn.
Handsome. It's still a surprise round. This guy is utterly baffled by what just happened. Now, for future reference, and I forgot this, technically surprise round's only one standard action, but we'll roll with it. We'll roll
Yeah,
with it. This
that's
is
why I moved and taking an instead of taking an action.
we'll do it nice and steady. Don't worry about it. This guy is very much caught off guard by everything that's happening, and the fact that he was wrestling this guy, and now he's just like unconscious, eyes rolling back from like from this big old javelin sticking in him. Ariel.
Congratulations.
Okay.
It's a
You
boy.
defeated him. You defeated your buddy.
Somehow.
I don't see the turning messages on the public chat for some reason.
The what messages?
Like when it's somebody's turn, it says on the chat, right?
Oh,
Yeah, Delgala's turn. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's-
I don't see my turn.
oh, that's because the turn marker does that apparently. Huh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, don't
It's
worry.
my turn. I don't think I need to move inside because I can clearly see this guy
Yep.
here.
You definitely have a clear shot to as much as your allies allow.
It shouldn't be a problem because I will use arrows, right?
Yep.
It was like, how do I mark somebody? I
Alt
forgot.
click.
Oh,
Hold the Alt key and then click.
okay. Thank you.
Alternatively, you could click the little target button and do it.
Okay. Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, I need to reopen my sheet. 1 sec. Okay. So I don't need to move. I can just go with it here. Well,
Careful. Shh. Shooting at a target in the ring can be difficult. Mr. Olaf. To you the honors. Don't mess up.
Hey, hello, you ugly bastard. Let me give you some dwarf love.
Oh no. No! There is no love like a belly flop. Right on top of you, with spiked armor.
Don't do it on wooden floors, though.
Oof.
You tricky bastard.
That was a great blow. Too bad that you hit the body that he's holding. Who is now definitely dead.
That's my turn.
No, I can't even do it. Come on, man. I can't hurt people who are dead. That's just illegal. Argus, you
What
can
is
pick
this
up the
jam?
javelin when you're done.
Yes. I'm gonna move closer, and I'm gonna chuck the second one that I have.
Don't forget you can do what's called a charge for your full turn. You move 12 feet move distance, draw a weapon if you have a BAB of 1, which I think you do.
True enough. However, I do still have the second one.
Sure. You have
Oh yeah.
Mr. Javelin is the one who's. Go ahead and apply the damage,
yeah.
Argus. Go ahead and apply the damage, Argus.
You don't have permission to control the sector for some reason.
I thought I said it that you could. Okay, cool. Well, point is the man's definitely dead. That makes for 2.
Way to go, lizard. That's what I called skewered orc.
I can't believe you made 2 attacks and you killed a man in 1 blow twice. You should go pick those up.
Yes.
Jesus. There's an eerie quiet when the 2 orcs, impaled by remarkably accurately thrown javelins, well, they hit the ground. The dust, the muddy sand that was used for this training pit. That some effort has been taken to keep.
may I pick my arrow too?
So, how does
Do
this
I
okay.
see my arrow? Because it didn't hit.
Now, javelins and thrown weapons are generally sturdy enough to survive being used, but arrows, if they critically hit, they shatter. If they miss, then they're gone. And if they hit, you can recover them.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I get Thetis on the map?
here he is.
Yeah. Thanks.
He was back in the room.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't see him.
If you unselect yourself, you probably would have sent his token like in the dark, like, hi, I'm here. You're inside of a large courtyard. There is a second floor to this building. Rain drips down from all sides in this funnel-like area, which means that the soil is significantly muddier than anywhere else. So it's double the water, effectively.
Ugh.
There are bars on the north side and on the south side, like metal bars, to give it some spacing. Upstairs are what might have been windows, like with proper glass, but now just tapestries and curtains hanging in some of them. In one of them, you even see a dude like leaning out, squinting into the rain, but it's clearly an orc, like on the second floor to the south. And he sees you standing there over those bodies.
Before
Hey, ugly, come join your friends.
Diagala would like to grab the sand really quickly and then just spread it all over the orcs,
bodies?
the scouts, yeah, the bodies.
Mhm.
Just a little spray of sand, and then she whispers, "May your souls rest on in the afterlife," and then just like this little thing.
The orc upstairs does not know what to make of this situation. Because just a second ago, his boss walked next to him, and he's just like, "Oh, wait a minute. You're not supposed to be here. And you're not chained in chains either."
Oh, sorry, I've forgotten mine at home today.
You see him slowly begin to push off from the window.
Yeah, I'm gonna yank out the javelins as fast as I can, and I'm gonna start moving over here.
Windows to the north, you said, or
Windows to the south on the second floor.
okay. Any stairwells, anything like that?
From where? Well, not that you immediately see, at the very least. Well, the listen check wasn't good enough to know where those guys were going off to. But to the north, there's distinctly a stairwell over here.
That's what that is. Okay,
I couldn't find a good one. Sorry.
that's all good.
What did the scouts have on them?
The scouts have nothing too exciting. Off to the side, leaning against a rock, are a couple of javelins, like 2 each in a quiver. And one of them had a big falchion, the other one had a great club. Orcs love their two-handed weapons. They also wear studded leather armor, but luckily, because they only got hit with one of them got cut in half, so effectiveness limited.
Time for looting later. We got cleanup to do.
Right.
Now, to the south of me is explicitly a wall, correct?
Yes, because the
It
guy...
just goes to the second floor.
Well, you could climb the iron bars if you really wanted to. Now that you're this close, you can actually hear him like knocking upstairs. Like knock, 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 knock.
So running around, I suppose. In that case, potentially, if there is no way up here, I would probably move closer to the wall and to whichever side they went to.
Well, you're good at climbing. You could always try to climb this section of wall.
You know what? Might as well lean into that. In that case, I would like to try and climb in.
Everyone watches this man who just killed 2 people with cold blood just start climbing a wall because some dude up there was like, "Hey, what are you doing down there?"
Is this a pun?
Listen, I don't
always
even
kill in
know what a
cold
pun is
blood.
anymore.
Hey, go get him, lizard.
You gecko!
Be careful.
All right, let's take a look-see. How about you roll me that climb check?
Absolutely.
It's got to be a bit difficult because it's kind of slippery, but luckily those bars make it a little easier on you.
Mhm.
Got those web feet, right?
Don't think so. Let's see. Normal public roll. Yes. Wow.
Unfortunately,
Yes.
metal bars are quite slippery.
Oh
They are.
no.
So it is only after a moment that this guy comes back into the window, looks down, and says, "Oh, you're gonna get it! The boss is coming!"
Can I pull him out?
You're not up there.
Ah.
And indeed, a fine gentleman. And for some reason, I can't get tokens to be consistent between floors, but a fine gentleman nonetheless muscles his way forward. Unless anyone has anything to say about this. If you want to interject, please do.
Well, I mean, I have a spear that is long enough to reach him, so the moment he pokes out, I'm gonna poke him.
It's like 10 to 15 feet up, dude. Oh, I guess you could actually, yeah.
Long spear.
I guess if you really wanted to, you could make a very awkward stab up there.
I am 7 foot tall, and I have a spear that is at least 10 feet long. I'm pretty sure I can reach.
I like your gumption. But let's focus on the main part, which is that these
Fair
two
enough.
goobers. I don't know if you got a good angle. You'll see the hand go on their shoulders, pull them back, and then this big guff guy walks up forward. I've been looking for some easy meat with actual weapons. And he takes this big axe that. This is the guy who had that fancy axe that he was like, ooh,
Mhm.
and I'm going to christen Blood Edge. And then,
like that name.
and then he would like to leap from his window, and in the same breath, command his friends like, "Hey, would you like to join me downstairs?"
Hey, DM.
Yes.
Can you check your message? Can
Okay.
you check your messages for a second?
Yes. My radio director. Ah no.
Yeah, she just came in and said a repairman is coming, and I had no idea.
Okay. How do you want to handle this then? We
Oh.
could keep going because I do have an absentee policy. If one person's missing, that's not a problem. But if you think it's important enough, we can stop it for everyone. If they're okay
Oh
with
no,
it.
no, no! I don't.
Okay.
No, I don't want
Okay.
you guys to stop.
We'll give you
Yeah.
we'll give you the down low, short low, or Argus does. He likes recapping things
Oh.
for people.
Okay, thank you
Sure
so
enough.
much. If the repairman finishes early, I will come back.
Well, yeah, I imagine so.
Yeah.
See you then.
Okay.
Good luck.
Thank you.
And so, Argus, a fine
Yes.
gentleman says hello, and would like to
Hello.
say hello right on top of you.
Amazing.
In the same breath that he draws, which you can only imagine to be raw anger. Okay, cool. Well, I guess since I gotta unselect these fine gentlemen, since none of these are either corpses or pets, and then boop. Oh man, he's a little slow on the upkeep there, Argus.
Okay. See if I
Initiative
can
for
beat
everyone,
that.
please.
Oh.
Oh no, Argus, that's mean. You can't just bully
Have
a
you-
man.
Have you ever tried to catch a lizard with your own hands?
I don't want to think about that.
Can Thetis be added to the rule thing?
Thetis, acts on your turn.
Oh,
I like to do it like that because it makes it a little easier on everyone, and not as confusing.
You're just gonna roll from now on? Wondering why I didn't get a prompt. That's cool.
I thought you were just taking a moment. Sorry. If you would like to, I will let you roll and see
No,
what you
that's
get.
fine.
Just
Not
making sure.
no problem.
Argus, this
Yes.
man is climbing out of the window, and almost immediately behind him are some fellow gentlemen who would also like to join this fight.
True.
Well, what do you have to say about that?
I'm gonna take a step back and then try to stab him.
You take a step back and ready yourself to get him when he comes on the way down.
I assume my 5-foot step would not be proccing attacks of opportunity, right?
Well, he's not down there yet, so he can't do anything.
Oh, in that case, I'm gonna make some space for him, and then I'm gonna stab him.
I appreciate that you're making some space for him.
I don't want him to land on me.
DG.
yes.
For some reason, Argus is very accommodating to this fine, loud-mouthed gentleman.
Now, for the sake of reference, you know what? Yeah, I made this step back, so I suppose I could use this.
Oh.
A long spear. Oof.
And let me try applying again. Nope, still don't have control.
Okay. Well, I haven't changed anything in the meantime.
No, fair enough. We can handle it off the session. It's
Mm-hmm.
not a problem.
Yeah.
But yes, the moment they leap out the window, I step back, and as they land and recover from
Oh,
the
I
landing,
see what the problem is. You don't have permission to the. That's just weird.
I stab them in the kidney.
You'll stab them on the kidney when they go on the way down. But first, DG,
And-
what do you do?
So I'm confused. Thetis goes on my turn or after my turn?
On your
'Cause-
should be on your turn.
On my turn. Got it. Okay.
Yeah, so whenever you want, really, while your turn's going on.
Oh, okay.
You're in sync.
Thetis is gonna. I say Thetis charge, and then he charges. It runs over. He's still falling on the floor, right? Or is he midair?
He's like midair, so your dog will attack when he reaches the floor.
Got it. Okay. And then I'll just hit him with my sling.
You hit
Take
this.
this. 18.
Okay, cool. I need to do some very quick math as this goes on. So I'm gonna click a button just to see if he has a chance of surviving this, because that's a lot of damage, and he's pretty hurt. And I just need to make sure that his rage doesn't allow him to live through this. Oh, good sir, you have rage. Where do I click the button to make it happen? There we go. Boop. Rage. There we go. So now his hit points are... Why didn't he get any hit points from that? Rage. Become anger. Why are you not angry, sir?
Was he
Oh,
already
there it is.
dead once you did that?
Okay, because plus 4 to Constitution. Okay, that his hit points are 16. So in that case, technically speaking, he will live to see the floor. Because he takes 11 from Argus. The dog can make his bite attack. And he might just straight up die from getting impaled. Well, look at that!
Whoa.
This poor guy. He jumps down. The spear hits him in this big breastplate that he's wearing, and it knocks the wind out of him. Then he feels a massive bonk against his head, and then he lands practically right into the teeth, which tear at his arm. And well, if it wasn't for the fact that their turn technically comes earlier, and they jump down before him, like after him, they wait until he's down there because they're not going to go first. That's stupid. They jump down, see their boss is unconscious on the floor, and a dog is like biting at his arm. They quickly have some considerations about the current circumstances. Okay, so...
Hey, lads. Are you dark or white meat?
Okay, so they spent the move action to come down here, nice and safe. They took it easy. In pure like conflict confusion, this fine gentleman with his weapon out will avenge his boss.
They might actually, yes.
Well, luckily, Argus has one thing going for him. And that's that he has a lot of hit points because he technically has 2 hit dice. But that swing, Argus, oh boy, does that hurt.
That does hurt.
It's not like you take the full blow, but you definitely get like this big gash on your cheek from the result of that.
Yes.
You might not make another one of those. The other one is a little bit more panicked. His boss is dead. The big, strong boss that he looked up to for so long in his life. His morale is a bit shaken, and he tries to hit the dog with his club. And because of how shaken he is, he doesn't land the blow. Yes! I love that. It actually just straight up says that he misses. Ariel will do the completely sensible thing of taking a pot shot at that guy attacking a dog. Because you don't hit dogs. Boop. And then we go, boop. Aw. Well, luckily Ariel isn't here to see. Mr. Matthias, you can put yourself anywhere you like. I assume you moved while this was all going on, when they were checking the bodies on.
I was probably here.
Marvelous.
Okay.
Would you like to put that katana to use?
Yes, I would love to do that. And I'm going to move here because I want flanking. And I have some lulls with it, and I'm going to power attack for 1 on this one as well. And see if I hit.
I'm way used to Pathfinder's power attack, which works very different. It's
Yes,
also a bit
of
funky.
course.
Show me the goods.
Yeah. Get my sheet open real quick. And let's go. Damn it. That's not what I wanted.
On your summary page, you can find the button.
Yeah,
It actually,
there we
when you click it, left click it, it just asks you what your power attack is. That's even better.
go. Really?
Yeah, it's got a lot of
Huh.
integration.
Very convenient.
Oh, that's cool. All right, so there's clicking for flanking. And then power attack for 1. This is actually pretty cool.
Yep.
Hell
Oh,
yeah.
Yes.
that is I don't know what it is, but all these guys keep going to -2 hit points exactly.
Nice.
They all listen. The guys next to Olaf, -2. The guy who fell on the ground onto Argus' spear, -2. The guy who just got his ass owned, -2. He feels this massive lash across his back, like a whip, yet somehow cleaner than that. and he falls over as his spine presumably sends out weird signals from a big old metal lick like that. Olaf, there's one left for you.
Are those rocks on the ground going to hinder a charge?
Nah, not really. They're only partially in that spare, so unless you were making, so if you just go straight down, you can roll past them. You're not that big.
How heavy are you
Charge!
in all this armor?
I weigh pretty much. Let me see my inventory. How much do I weigh?
How much do you weigh?
I weigh not that bad. I only I'm carrying 93 pounds and whatever dwarfs weigh and 3.5 head.
Not, which is admittedly not much.
Dwarf. Well, they have vital statistics, so I really like that.
Ah,
That actually hits, and it knocks
oh.
into minus. So far, why does that a miss? His AC. Apparently, this specific guy's AC is 14.
Oh my god.
Where did he?
That's fine.
No, I don't know why he has that. Is the problem? Oh,
is
this.
it randomized?
No. I do randomize things like hit points and stuff, but for the most part, these are all like essentially the same kind of orc in terms of training and equipment. But for some reason, this guy's wearing hide armor, and I don't know why. Oh, that's why. This is the okay. Yeah, this guy's a level of barbarian, so he's like a little harder to hit.
Ugh.
If you were charging though, don't you get a +2 on that?
Yes.
Good question. Been a while since I played 3.5.
If you
so-
charge, you get a +2.
To charge.
Oh yeah, so then I would have a
Marvelous.
15.
In that case, he does go down. Yeah. This guy's wearing hide armor. He was going to be a barbarian. He's going to follow up on his boss, but now he's going to join his boss. The only guy with -1, though. So he was technically the toughest of them all. The orcs lie unconscious at your feet. The rain washes away most of the blood quite quickly. Argus, on the other hand, gonna need to take it easy after that. Or not. I don't know what Argus feels about this wound that he's taken.
I'll have to think on that. I have not, out of character, I have not reached critical existence failure yet.
That's one way to put it.
But it does hurt, especially with the water.
I can't
Now-
imagine.
Here's probably a good opportunity for me to try and ask, how exactly does healing skill work? Application, does it require, how much time does it require, etc.?
So, technically speaking, healing isn't all that great in 3.5, but I don't like that. I personally think that it's one of those skills that no one ever takes because no one realizes the benefits of treating poison and disease. But I do like to give it a little bit of oomph. So how about you heal yourself, and I'll tell you what happens.
All right.
Of course, Ariel's trained in healing, so I'll say that she tries to pitch in a bit. She pitches in real good.
Nice.
Ah,
Oof.
it's very swingy.
You can give yourself a hit point back, but other than that, it's mostly just bandaging up the wound and at the very least taking care of the basic care.
Yes. That's all I ask for.
It's hard to heal from such a very mighty blow. On the plus side, it's quiet now. Other than the rain.
I was about to go full ham on this guy. Thanks for the help.
Diagala would like to grab a handful of sand, and now she's marking that in her notes that sand is related to orcs. I don't know, and she just creates like a line, and then just like puts it on each orc while looting them too.
I mean, to be fair, they are green and plants are green, so maybe they're plant people.
Oh.
This has been philosophy by idiots with your boy Seth.
And I go to what's his name? Is it Argus
Argus,
It
yes.
is Argus.
or is his name Como?
Well, Como's the guy. Argus is
Characters.
the.
Character's
Argus
name
is
is
the
Argus, the
character.
same as in the server. It's set up
Got it.
to help that.
Got it. Argus, you look really injured. I think I have this like a healing spell I can help you with.
Get,
If you're asking for permission, you have it.
as a GM,
Perfect.
I want to know. You sound a little insecure. Is that in character? Or is
Yeah.
it-
Yeah.
Oh my god, I love that. It's like, listen, I don't know if my magic works.
Yeah.
How tall are you again?
Oh yeah,
Because that
I'm
is
like
amusing.
The DG is 5'8".
5.
Mr.
Okay, fair
Mr.
enough,
7'2".
I'm sorry, I'm not tall. I'm just long. It's mostly just neck.
Well, the cut is on your cheek, so
I know. I'll lean down. That's fair enough. Like I said,
Oh.
if you're asking for permission, you
what's
have
everyone else doing while these two are having a rain moment?
Oh my god. Okay, it's gonna. I don't know if it. Okay, I'm just gonna do it. And then she touches his cheek, right? Yeah, with both of her hands and casts Cure Minor Wounds.
Aw.
And then it's 1 point of healing.
Alright.
Yeah.
It
Yes.
sort of worked.
Well, the benefit.
One more.
uh,
Good luck.
hey, it'll stop a man from dying.
Good.
I mean that literally. It will stop a man from dying.
I can do it one more time. Can I do it one more time?
If you really want to, go ahead.
Oh no, I was asking Argus.
Absolutely.
Okay, perfect. And then I just do it one more time.
Argus
And then 1 point of 2
Soothing
points
magic.
of damage.
is a strange feeling. It has this. It's kind of like a herbal mixture that flows directly into the flesh.
Mhm.
You feel a lot better now, thanks to the medical aid, but you still need a while to get over what happened. A little time at least, but you'll be fine for now. You could probably take an axe blow, maybe, if you're lucky.
No, axes usually have what, 1d12? So it's
Mr.
gonna be
Olaf and
20.
Matthias, how do you handle the bodies that are in front of you, or what are you doing while this is all going on?
While I'm watching Dogala bring sand over, I'm just shaking my head. And meanwhile, I'm desecrating the corpses by like shoveling through their pockets looking for gold.
The two lesser guys have not too much, but the big guy is one of the big guys. He got his payment up front, which is to say that when you reach into his pocket, you find, well, not in his pockets. His pants do not have pockets. Belts. He's got a belt, and on that belt sits a small pouch, well, actually a pretty big pouch, clinging with coins. He's also, now that you have a moment, wearing this fabulous cloak. His breastplate, pretty sturdy. He's got this rolled up scroll in his pocket, and a golden
type
pearl in
of-
a pouch.
What type of armor is he wearing?
Breastplate.
Breastplate.
Ooh.
And he's got a great axe.
Now, when he named the axe, was that axe in any way special?
I mean, he was planning to name a blood axe. You can name a weapon whatever you want, really.
Mm.
That said, it seems to be a very new axe, compared to the other guys who are using equipment that's obviously a little bit more rusted and repaired over time.
This is so cool.
Everyone deserves a second chance. That's how nature works. You dead, you can reincarnate.
Right.
That's what the hippy dippy druids say. The less hippy dippy druids are like, burn, baby, burn. May your ashes be your second chance.
Oh my god.
Listen. The blighters are a class, and I think that they're hilarious. All right, kids. If anyone has a praise, they can probably see if any of these items are worth anything. If they have any means of detecting magic, because Como is suspicious, you might be able to have a means of detecting magic, if there is any. So, other than that, I can definitely tell you that cloak he's wearing, probably worth something. That golden pearl in his pocket, definitely worth something. The yellowish round rock that he has on him. And then there's a scroll which contains this weird drawn-out plan. If anyone here speaks Orcish, they can translate it. Otherwise, meh. Who takes
I
those
speak
items?
Orcish.
So Olaf will take the breastplate.
Olaf takes on the breastplate.
And he shakes the bag of gold and goes,
This day's already looking better.
So it gets the money.
split it up. I just don't know how much is in there.
It's 300 silver pieces after a quick count.
Holy shit.
Nice. Nice.
Hey, raiding pays off if you raid a lot of places and get super injured along the way.
I read Orcish, I think. And where do you find that?
Under
Actually,
languages.
Yeah, under attributes on the bottom right is language is in there somewhere. Well, if you speak Orcish, you speak Orc actually. Okay, cool. If you want to read the note, I can give it to you, Mr. DG.
Yes.
Lady DG,
Yes.
excuse me.
Yeah.
Who takes the golden, the big yellow ball, and who takes the cloak? Because those things also look pretty pretty.
Yeah, so I take the gold and divvy it up.
Mm-hmm. Everyone gets their, what would it? 300 does not divide neatly by 5, does it?
No, it does. It is 60 silver each.
Handsome.
Yeah.
Here you go. 60 for you. 60 for you. Fancy new armor and 60 for me.
If this was LARPing, I would imagine they could just pour it out until it felt like a fifth, and then
Yeah.
a quarter. It's not even active.
Oh,
Who cares?
no, Olaf's the dwarf. You see it, and a
Oh, my.
merchant dwarf at that. You see him like sitting like very happily, like counting coins.
Oh my goodness. Well, I mean,
Perfect. Hi. Now, I'm not particularly good at counting, but I think there were more of these. Meaning the orcs.
well, there definitely were more of them around when they were in the courtyard, yes. But right now, the bodies around you are the ones that are here.
Well,
As-
I can handle the money later.
As I mentioned, actually, I should figure out if I can make a loot sheet of some kind. As I mentioned, there are still his axe, which he wanted to name, and there is that cloak and that yellow ball. And oh wait, excuse me, I forgot. I need to click identified. You can now click that Grux plan item in your inventory, DG, and it should have a whole description for you to read
And the note?
in your inventory.
Oh, okay, sorry.
It's an actual item.
Where is it?
Inventory miscellaneous.
Oh, okay, got it. Whoa. Let me read this really quick.
Maybe not in the rain. Seems like a bad idea.
Right, okay, put it away.
I mean, you could just stand out. Like, for quick context, the courtyard is only the area inside the pillars. The 10-foot wide hallway around it is covered by the floor above. In case that wasn't immediately clear. That's why Argus could climb up the metal bars up to the second floor. Be
So
right
there's
over
shelter right here.
There's shelter
Oh,
right
okay.
there, yes. You could just go over there and stick it out.
Let me read it.
What's everyone else doing?
I'm gonna start moving to the other side of the courtyard to be on the lookout if any more of those show up.
Did anyone pick up that fancy cloak our DM is hinting at us to pick up?
Hey, I mean, if you want to leave things behind, that's your call.
All right, so
I'm
Olaf,
fine with everybody else. I'm fine with everybody else picking the loot. I'm just focusing on not getting jumped.
I think
Olaf will wrap up the cloak.
Yeah, we could use this for something.
Cool. Let's take a look. See, you don't have any ranks in appraise.
I don't.
Careful, because appraise is very useful if you find a collection of stones and only one of them is worth anything.
I had limited skill points.
I know,
Took
that's the
everyone
fun
else.
part. Luckily, this is one thing that I really started to notice. But no, I won't complain about it. How about we move on? And I figure out how to make a loot pile. There we go. No, that's not the one. Boop.
Yeah. Bring this to town, have someone check it out.
Yes. And then I set it to loot. And hey, that's a loot pile. I can put things in that. Excellent. Everyone should be the owner of the sheet. You can put things into it, but I won't consider anything in here to be carried. So there's the cloak, there's the rock, there's an axe. Which, if I did things correctly, that's just an axe. Not a cursed axe
see.
of killing yourself. Though, to be fair, that guy did kill himself. Jumping down onto a spear, then getting bitten by a dog.
I tell the group, yeah, this note is just a lot of targeted locations that they would go to.
Hey, anyone want this weird metal orb? Not my sort of thing.
I can take it.
In the loot pile if you want it.
Nice.
Where's the loot pile? Sorry.
It's on
the
the
battle
character
characters.
sheet.
Yes, it's its own character sheet under the party. It's,
Oh.
I think I'm just gonna make a subfolder for this.
And then you just click the plus button to add it to yours?
No, that
No,
would
no,
just
no.
add an
I
extra.
think you can just click and drag it, and
about
it should empty the loot bag. No, it's still in there. Okay, cool. Please reduce the items with the minus button that you take out. Understand?
Oh, okay. Sure.
Thank you.
That is so cool.
It
So
makes
how do I just drag it to my sheet? Is what you're saying?
it should add it, but apparently it duplicates. So remove it when you've added it. When you're sure that you have it in your pockets. Otherwise, it vanishes into the ether.
Be
Okay, I got
kind.
it.
Rewind.
Argus stands over there. It's kind of surprising that all these trees and shrubs that sit around have all died and dried out. It's also been a seeming concerted effort to keep this place clear of plants. Because there's not. Because you'd imagine this would be the kind of place that those vine choking ivy would grow up the buildings, but none of it.
Can I sense? Can I do like a knowledge or nature check to see what's up with this area, or is it just because of like the pillagers that they ruined this area,
Well,
preventing any plant growth?
I mean, it could just be something as simple as the ground is just not good. But with some knowledge nature, maybe you can know more.
Okay,
You
I'm
can
gonna
actually
do
figure it out.
Knowledge nature.
So
Well, even if there are no plants here, pretty much everybody in this setting would probably know that.
So this
After a good battle, there are two things that are guaranteed. First, fewer people. Second, better harvest next year. Because plants really grow good on blood.
So the big problem is this is a small isolated section that like the nutrients may have just simply gotten too sucked up and nothing got in here. Besides that, there are a lot of these sections where something has been cut, so it's possible the orcs just keep this place clear so they can use it for storage or just keeping things with no concern for nature.
Well, good thing we
Scoundrels.
fertilized this place.
Surprising they didn't cut down the trees that are here, though.
Can I do an insight check on who said that? Argus?
Yes.
I'm gonna do an insight check to see if
Sense motive
if
for the
he's, like,
system.
bullshitting. Sense motive. Okay.
Or wisdom if it's not on your summary sheet, because then you don't have any levels in it. Probably. There we go.
So what are you trying to sense in this case?
To see if you're telling the truth about the blood nourishing plants.
Well, in a sense, that's more of a. I'm not entirely sure how this works in the setting, but in real life, basically, crops grow really good in fields where battles have been held recently. That's basically fertilizer. If you put like a plant, there were well, not necessarily experiments, but some guy was buried under a tree, and when they exhumed it, they saw like the roots taking roughly humanoid shape because they just grew through the bones. Because the plants are carnivorous given the chance.
What the fuck? Okay, that's what I sensed from your. Okay.
Well, yeah, I am being genuine in this. With 19, you'll probably tell that,
Hey.
yeah,
If you think
Genuine.
about it, that might be the origin for myths like dryads, huh?
yes.
Found a
Well,
root that
no,
looked like a
it's
person.
just that the Dryad myths, there are explicitly trees that look vaguely like humanoid figures because they have very bulbous trunks. I can try
Bulbous.
looking it up.
Please do not bother us with your bulbous trunks. I'm just joshing. All right. You're not gonna get anywhere just standing in a courtyard getting increasingly moist by the rain.
You said there's a second story?
There is a second floor to this place, yes. Up directly to the
How
north, you see a stairway, and if you light some light sources, maybe you can see what else is around.
It's raining and.
I
Oh,
w-
okay.
So it's only raining in like the courtyard. Let me just designate it so you know what I'm talking about. It's only raining in like this section, specifically. The rest is all covered by roof or the second floor.
Okay. We should probably get inside, go upstairs or something. Right? Oh, Olaf.
Olaf is just like, let's go places.
Yeah, I think we should go.
What do you keep talking for? You said let's go.
Words don't make
Okay.
your legs move.
If I can see him moving on that side, I'm gonna flank over here.
Thetis,
Just peek
let's
around
go.
the corner. Do I see anyone here? I guess not.
Rio is probably gonna take out a single torch because this place is pretty dark.
Hey, is there any more you ugly bastards in there?
This it's like 20 and then 40. Okay, cool.
I'm gonna wait by this door in case somebody
heck.
shows up.
Equipping the torch actually makes them light up. What the frick?
Yeah, look at that.
That's a little too
Really?
bright for my taste, though. I'll turn it down a bit.
There should be an option to make the intensity lower.
There we go. DG and Thetis. Thetis Sears will probably perk because he's dog. He hear good. Next to this door.
Oh.
It's one of every door around here is pretty sturdy looking, but also swollen and clearly affected by weather and wear to some extent.
We both make the listen check.
No, you can at the very least tell that there's something through that door. There's something in there, like a rumor is a fun term that you can use in Dutch for that. A rumor through the door.
Your doggy sensing something?
Yeah, there's something through this door. You wanna check it out, or?
Yeah. Who the hell's in there, punk?
So you walk in and you are greeted to something that resembles an improvised archery range. There's this overturned table, and then at the end are several straw rings set up that arrows have been fired into. They're like, what? Who the hell are you?
I'm the guy that killed your boss, you bastard.
Unfortunately, orcs are not the most civil individuals. When they are confronted with such a harsh statement, they must resort to the one thing they know best: bonking. Unfortunately, their weapons are like off to the side because they weren't really expecting to just get torn into a fight. So, if you want to start a fight, go ahead. But who knows how it goes? Everyone, again, you can put yourself where you want to be at that time. Oh,
The doorway. I'm in the doorway.
everything suddenly just decided to poop itself. I don't know why.
Oh.
Come on, guys, we got a couple ugly ones in here.
Yeah. I'm having a few minor. Okay, that helped a lot.
Not as ugly as goblins, but
Go ahead and roll me. These guys are not. I don't know what to make of this. I'll roll. There's one person missing from this list up, and it's Argus.
I'm holding back over here. First of all, because I'm injured. Secondly, because I think somebody might come out through this door while everybody is distracted there. So,
Luckily, they get the initiative, as it were. What are the odds this guy can get over here, pick up his weapon? Well, he can definitely run over and roll into it. As he sees this happening behind him, he oh no, drops this bow that he's using, quickly dives over and grabs a nice big meaty club. Oh yeah. This is the first time an orc will get to strike you, Olaf. Or maybe he'll succeed, maybe he won't. This guy's right next to it, so he picks it up and in the same blow tries to swing it on top of you. This guy has a falchion. What are those swift blades? Oof.
you got nothing.
Even flat-footed, your armor class will make them blush. Mr. Matthias, this stuff in front of you is a metal grate that, unless you are a weasel, you could not squeeze through.
Yeah, I didn't want to be there starting. I was just trying to figure out get him over there when everyone's
Oh no!
crowding.
So that blue thing is a wall. You actually have to go around.
Yeah.
yes.
That's why I was like, why am I not going through this? Yeah, that's not where I wanted to start. Okay, I'm more here. There we go. Now I'm going to start.
Personally, I love the mental image of a character bumping into something like that, like a fly.
What the
bumps
hell
into a
is
window.
it?
All right. Now I'm going. Now that's where
Sure.
I start, and now I'm going to go help out my boy, if I can get through.
It's a very busy door.
Yeah. Okay. Now I'm going to go. Okay. There we go. Now I'm going to attack. There we go. Much better.
Marvelous.
Huzzah.
The Ooh, that hits. And he does not have what it takes to survive that one. Though he got a good swing in, he did not see the man around the corner coming and deliver a fatal blow. DG. Gosh, if they're all this easy. Although, to be
just
fair,
go.
you have been fighting them one at a time, so you had the advantage in that regard.
Thetis jumps over Olaf and then just like, oh shit, never mind. Where's the other one?
In there
It's
somewhere.
right there. Right there next to your dog.
Well, sometimes it
Yep.
gets funky.
Or you see that little target on the map, that red target? It's right there.
Okay, he'll just bite at the person. Okay.
Yes. Show me the beans that doesn't hit. If he was
Oof,
flanking, it would.
okay.
However, there is one thing to consider, which is that this fine gentleman does get what's called attacks of opportunity. Move past someone in their threatened range, and they get to stick a swing at you. And this guy was more than ready. He takes his big meaty club and swings your dog.
Oh shit.
Bang.
Argus,
Yes.
you're keeping your eye out, and it doesn't seem
Yes.
like anyone else is. However, this is not in the rain, so the sound carries probably a bit better. Might even carry through the floor and the ceiling and the walls.
Yes.
So be aware.
I am. I remember seeing explicitly just another red-tinted one, and I haven't seen them among the dead.
Yes, the red tinted ones are. They definitely look like bigger, scarred up, tougher guys, bigger guys, stronger guys.
Yes.
Then you also got a glimpse of a guy, the shaman. But that was someone else who saw that. But they could have shared that information with you. We're all friends here.
Who saw the shaman?
Well, whoever was in the doorway peeking. Argus, so you're just going to stand there?
Yes. Prepare to attack whoever comes through.
Well, Ariel can't really do too much from here. It's all very blocked up, so Olaf, they'll leave it to you. It's too much squeezing.
5-step diagonally to him.
Ooh.
Those are a real squeeze.
Do. Oh no, oh man, that's exactly brings him to 0. Now-
Nice.
0 doesn't kill people, it makes them disabled, at which point...
Alright, so I'm gonna pull my flanking buddy.
So,
This one's sleeping now.
he's not unconscious. He's standing, and
Okay.
he is confronted with strong individuals. He drops his weapon and pleads for mercy. For he is a coward. He saw his friend die. You knocked him down to nothing. He has only one action as a result of how injured he is. Matthias, what do you have to say to a man who offers his surrender?
I'm a lawful good character, so I'm going to accept his surrender.
How does everyone else feel about this
Yay.
offer?
Tell me where the treasure is. Where is it?
Olaf's just shaking him.
Shake him until the money falls out.
Yeah.
I think Olaf is technically shorter than this man, so it's a very awkward shake.
Yeah, that's fine. Olaf's strong as hell. Can still do it.
Oh man. Well, this poor orc, shaken by a man shorter than himself. I don't know. I don't know. Listen. I know that they took the bulk stuff to the common room south, and I know that the big boss upstairs got paid their due, and I know that the shaman took his part to see what it was.
Tosses him over pushes him over the bench. He's like,
Ah!
You can go.
You didn't even ask him specifically where those rooms were, but great.
well, he said south, and you said upstairs, right?
Yes. So just because I think it's only fair that you get the full cut here. South, like directly south from this room, is where the commons is, and upstairs the bosses are hanging out and they got their stuff with them. He I don't know if he wants to thank you or if he's just like, oh man, I gotta get the hell out of here. Cowers in the corner for this dwarf and his great might.
You stay there till we're done, or else I can't promise that you live.
Can you give me
Walk out
intimidation
and yeah, sure.
to guarantee his compliance? Yeah, you can tell that he's like, no, I'm not going anywhere until I know that you're far gone.
Nice.
In the meantime, I completely forgot. I need to give you some experience points for all the things you've been doing so far. So go on. I'll tell you what you get when you get it. When I'm done. So that's.
Thetis, come here. I'll come for you. I don't know. I can't do anything.
He said the boss is upstairs. He's got some goodies.
Is.
We should probably scout it out before. We don't want to run into an ambush.
There's an extra door here that you might want to check.
Argus says, like 10 feet away.
By the
That's
way,
more than 10, like 50.
everyone.
Yes.
It's like 45 feet away.
Everyone gets 300 experience points, which puts everyone at 500 except Argus, who is at 350. Because, you know, he insisted on starting with multiple hit dice and in being a boy.
Yes.
Wait, we're at 500 right now?
Halfway there.
At this
Keep
rate,
track of that.
at this rate, who knows where you'll be?
You're right, I'm coming, lizard.
Kicking this door open, you are greeted
What?
by a extremely imagine a wall of stink rolling over you. This
Ew,
place-
This ain't good.
This is a larder that has not seen the attention it needs to stay clean. So there's a lot of rot in here.
Well, you see Olaf kick open the door, then Olaf take a step back.
Ew, I'm not drunk enough for that.
Fair enough. I'm just checking if there's anyone actually inside. I don't. My token doesn't have vision still, so.
Yeah, because
Might
you don't have dark vision. You have no light source. You cannot see inside.
Oh, in that case, I wouldn't walk into a dark room.
Ariel and her torch will light you in, as it were,
Nice.
and allow you to see that there is no one in there. In fact, the ground has. There's like one set of footprints that made like one loop of the room
Mhm.
in this mushy floor that you know it's best not to think about what that is.
Ugh.
Disgusting.
Just imagine it's a big old tomato soup or sauce or something.
That smells kind of nice.
Well, not if it's this old. All right, where do you want to go, kids? You could go upstairs, or you could sort out this common room we talked about.
Common room.
Yeah.
Where's the common room again?
You said it was to the south.
Yes, directly south of that room.
Okay.
There's a set of double doors down here. That's where it is.
Yeah,
Mhm.
let's go take care of downstairs before we go upstairs.
It's a good idea not to get isolated and flanked from two sides, yes. These walls off to the right side, by the way, are all stable, like wooden panels that would set up a stable.
Mhm.
And one of these, this section in particular, shining a light down it, reveals a hallway going somewhere.
Hmm.
Though,
Good approach to the
I will
door.
tell you this: since you enter the building from the left side, the west side, to the east is this probably leads to like the entrance of the two structures that flank the stairways going all the way down to the rift.
Hmm.
Anyway, here's two doors leading into someplace.
You guys ready?
Yep.
Someone get on the other side. That other side of the door.
All right.
Olaf opens up these doors. He doesn't kick these ones because they're double.
I didn't know you could do that.
Luckily for you, despite you not having a light source on you, there is a light source inside. A small, crispy fire lights up a room where several large tapestries, curtains, hides separate several beds. Directly
what do you-
besides the entrance door is a large chest atop of which sit several huge bags. And, well, over here are also some huge bags. In general, this room looks probably the coziest of the ones you've seen so far.
Now, on a side note, what do you mean we don't have a source? Ariel is carrying a torch.
Yes.
Also, I got dark vision, so I see everything.
I know.
60 feet.
You're the only one here
Everything.
with dark vision, just for context.
Of that party.
Yep. It's the kind of party you'll never see in 5th edition.
Yeah. You got some treasure.
Also, immediately as you enter, you see 4 orcs sitting by a fire, and they're like roasting something, going, I love fire. But Once they
The
see you
wolf.
enter.
The wolf probably shouldn't be on the initiative.
Yeah.
Yeah, I keep forgetting that. I wish I just had a button that says never add this dude to initiative. So, this initiative is just in case this breaks out into a fight. I imagine Olaf's just going to go for the fighting, though.
Oh yeah.
Didn't even
Olaf.
try negotiations.
So, who here wanted to try negotiations? Because you will be caught in the surprise round.
Yes. Ariel
Uh,
technically goes before me, so
All right, well, since you all agree to this, Ariel is going to start off by opening fire on these poor men. They just want to eat their meat, which might be person meat, you know? I can't imagine orcs are cannibals. That seems gross, but you never know. You can always assume the worst of everyone you meet. Well, that's Ariel is probably going to be. I mean, the guy's already injured. She aims at this fine gentleman. He's already a bit injured, so when the arrow hits him, he finally feels the final bit of fight leave his body. They're not dead, by the way. These people end up unconscious. They may come back, but without help, that's not likely. Which is a nice way of saying that if you leave, they might get patched up. Ariel takes her turn. Olaf.
didn't plan on that.
Olaf moves into the room, slams down his shield, says,
Who wants to fight, you bastards?
and he takes defense for an extra 4 AC.
Ooh. Specifically, it's dodge, which I...
And dodge, yeah. Yep.
This unfortunate gentleman, I might as well remove these two from the initiative because they are actually at negative hit points and unconscious as a result of that.
Yeah.
They cannot contribute to this fight in a meaningful fashion, even though they're stable. This guy was lounging, so he has to get up first. And then he... Ooh, it's just gonna move a little closer. Weapon out, standard action to move in a little extra. So, you think you can just go charging in here, little guy? Argus, they called him small.
They are.
Who the hell you calling small, you ugly bastard?
I'm not
Argus.
gonna go into melee. I'm going to lug a javelin at the one trying to flank our little footstool.
Well, don't ever...
Oh.
So, I'm honestly on the brink of just having a nervous breakdown at how you keep one-shotting people with these javelins. So as he gets up,
kind of lizard.
despite the -4 for attacking in a melee, their AC is... And how are you so good at throwing sticks?
I've spent most of my life doing that, probably. Probably killed my first thing when I was like a wee lad.
Oh, wee lad.
Instinct. Yeah, that's what he's talking about.
Mr. Matthias, you may move at will.
There's some how
Yep.
dumb am I? I'm pretty smart.
I might be
That's
dumb, but
all
I'm not
dumb
smart.
That's what all dumb
Mm.
people tell themselves to feel better.
That's not what I wanted. Go there so I can see things. 10.
By the way, how does
Close
that
the open the door.
work again?
Close the door yourself.
That is, I actually kind of like that. You could do these little things on Foundry. I should play DM these things more often. I'm gonna there and ready in action. If anyone comes at me, I'm gonna smack them.
You decide to issue a challenge, as it were. Come at
Essentially,
me.
yes.
They see you
I do
ready
the rock
yourself.
motion.
They see you ready yourself for that. These orcs, they've received some help. They're a little bit more combat trained than the average orc would be, who would just charge into battle the first opportunity they get. So this one decides that he's going to lure out that challenge. So he takes the total defense action, sort of wiggles his way closer, to sort of taunt your attack out of you.
Oh.
So
That's
let's see how that
cool.
works. His AC is now 17 as a result of him taking an extra defensive action.
Oh no, that's terrible.
You cut his head straight off anyway. Gosh.
Take that.
He comes towards you, like perfectly ready to like parry or deflect your blow, and you just nope. Well, I guess he lives up to his adjective. DG.
Okay, question. Do orcs have dark vision? in this
Yes, they
setting?
do.
Damn. Okay, never mind. I'm just gonna go over here.
There is-
do my little sling.
If you would like
Is
to,
it
though,
what?
you can make a check to see if perhaps there's something about... Because some creatures with dark vision have light sensitivity. They can't stand daylight. The rain would negate that to some extent, but it's a thing.
No, I was thinking like casting water on the.
Nah.
No. Okay.
Also,
maybe just-
Matthias might not like that.
Yeah, again,
Yeah.
I'm the only one that can see in the dark.
Yeah. Okay, never mind. Slowing attack.
Well-
Oof, nope. And then I'm gonna get Thetis and move him. He can only move like so far.
Mm-hmm. Marvelous.
How do you double on the measurement? How do you like?
Hold control and click.
No, like Oh, control. A control?
Yes, the control key. And then you click again, and you click again, and you click again, and you click again. You set
Oh,
waypoints.
okay, got it.
There we go. Gotcha. Don't forget, dogs are
gonna be
hella
weird.
fast. You could definitely move and attack, yes, in a single bout.
Okay, cool. He's gonna be right here and then attack.
You should be glad that worked out, because that orc was more than ready to start clubbing your dog down. There's only one left. Perhaps any other orc would have been a little bit more... Oh, this one's a little bit more analytical. He's going to do what chaotic evil creatures love to do. Let's get the hell out of here. I got my life to worry about. You got yours. See ya! He dives over around the corner curtains and throws one open, which means I need to pull up another light source in order to demonstrate that there is, in fact, sunlight, to some extent, weaving its way in.
Drops of rain.
Probably also rain coming in to some extent. Olaf, one of them is running away. He's like, I'm out of here.
Yeah, treasure.
So is everyone okay letting that guy go?
No.
Well, Argus, what do you have to say then?
Well, probably move up to my speed and throw a javelin at them. I'm not gonna be chasing him, but I'm gonna try to prevent him from running away.
Well, move into the room then. He moved over here-ish.
Assuming that C is a treasure chest. or
Yes,
chest,
that is
or-
a C for chest.
That's where Olaf's going.
Olaf's just like, I want to know what they got.
Can I
Like,
hit him from here?
I'll say that you can hit him, but he has cover because he's running around the corner as this happens.
Ugh.
So you have to hit AC, I think, 17.
Nope.
Finally, your javelin fails as it gets caught in the curtain. Mr. Matthew.
I guess I'll take him out. I don't want him alerting anyone else that we're down here, if there is any. I guess he's over
Yes,
here?
he went over there. So if you go over there, you'll see him eventually.
Okay, so... Ta-da. Oh, look, there's more of them.
Curtain. Yeah, they're all lying in bed.
Whoa.
And they're unconscious.
Oh, okay. Hold on, where was it? 5. Make sure I got all of this correctly. Hard to see. There. Yeah, I'm right there.
You can charge.
No, there has to be a straight line.
No. Yeah.
Ah.
You can always huck your sword at him, but that doesn't seem like a good thing for the katana.
No, I'm not throwing Price's family heirloom at these things.
This,
I'll
by the
throw
way,
an axe at it.
this, by the way, is actually why javelins are pretty good weapons, because you can just pull one out with one hand and toss it. GG, your dog can easily catch up with this guy and bite him in the butt.
Yes, my
Yeah,
dog.
let the
will
dog
try to
do that.
All right. Yeah, you can totally do that. Okay, cool.
Yes. Bite attack. Damn.
Well, attack of opportunity, as this guy will huck out of the window. So go ahead and roll with attack again. He's just like, I'm out of here. See ya.
There we go.
There you go.
Ooh. As he takes the withdrawal action, which would normally... No, wait, he's not... That doesn't work like that. Total defense, because he's being extra cautious about this. Withdrawal will be the coward's way out, and he's not that cowardly. He is, actually, but he does die on the way out. Bitten in the butt. He slips and falls, tumbles, and eventually ends up just with a wet thud on the... Well, let's just say the windowsill. It's a bit better.
There we go.
Right.
Well, you're in the room with some unconscious orcs who are going to take a while to recover from their injuries. They're all bandaged up and stuff. Olaf is checking out the chest.
Mm-hmm. What does
Amazing
he see?
chest ahead. Let me take a look-see, because I got it all in a... Oh, man, there's so much in this thing.
There you go. On a side note, I found the mansion where I've seen that a biology professor was feeding bones to a calcium deficient tree.
What?
Basically,
That
stick it
is
in the
so
ground,
cool.
stick it in the ground, and it just grows the roots right through the bone, through the middle and out the sides, and it absorbs it.
Yummy.
So, the
Wow.
Venus traps is not the only tree that chooses violence.
In the chest are a lock,
That's insane.
8 casks of tobacco. There is a warm outfit for if you want to go in the snow and play. A big bolt of linen, some smithing tools of remarkable quality. A dwarf can tell. 2 pounds of salt, a big flashy shield, a chain shirt, an hourglass, a magnifying glass. Essentially, pretty things that look nice when you're running through a house very quickly. A set of half plate, a climber's kit. Although to be fair, every one of these pythons has been polished for some reason. They're smoke sticks, which are alchemical items you can strike to create a small smoke cloud. Some disguise kits, which honestly, there's like lots of pretty colors in there. Why would an orc want one of these? There's a cool crossbow, a hand crossbow, like a small one.
Just because they're a meathead doesn't mean they can't enjoy nice things.
There's also a short sword in there, a light mace, a longsword, and 50 pounds of iron and 100 pounds of wheat in like the corner in big stacks and bags. Every one of the weapons are masterwork, and the shield is also masterwork. This is something a dwarf can tell. I will now post it. Consider these prices because they're on the adventuring guide anyway, and I don't really care too much about the details. Here you go. A whole bunch of stuff in this big ol' war chest.
There's some fine quality items.
I'm going to finish these off. I'm not in the mood of letting them behind us.
No mercy. I like it.
Why have mercy when you can have murder? They both start with M.
It's not murder, it's just practical.
It's not murder when they're dead.
Yes.
Don't know
That's
how
why
that
my
logic
other so
works.
fun.
Don't know
You
how
said
that.
you're doing a loot sheet again.
I
Just- you're
say
just
that.
listing.
I say that, but I am just immediately exhausted by the prospect of filling this out.
Fun.
Can I, DG would like to get the hourglass, the magnifying glass.
Okay.
Help yourself.
How about you give me 5 seconds? I'll see if I can fill out this loop out in a reasonable amount of time. You'll have to edit.
And she would like to place her hand on the dead orcs and give them like a
the
little,
proper
like,
rights.
blessing, you know.
Yeah, you did it before. I know what you're talking about. A lock.
Yeah. Oh shit.
I really like that they took an average lock. I guess one of them was worried that his friends would steal his thing. I like that idea of an orc's like, while I'm here,
I'm gonna lock my chest.
while I'm here, I really should make sure that they can't take my things. Cold weather
Now, on a
outfit.
side note, where does this lead?
Tools? Oh, it's artisan tools.
To
Masterwork.
the unknown. Oh
To
shit.
the
Okay, never
outside.
mind. Oh shit.
A heavy steel shield. Masterwork. As a quick note, I have to set these things to be masterwork.
Seth, if you want, I can
yes.
account for that in the notes.
Nah. I'm like this. Let me have my fun clicking and dragging things that I could have taken care of ahead of time, but I didn't because
Fair
I'm
enough.
stupid and I'm made of dumb.
He's like, prep work? Nah.
I do prep work. This map is prep work. These guys are prep work. I just forgot to prep the loot sheet because I didn't know I could do this.
I'm just busting your balls.
Listen, I only recently found out they apparently can do loot sheets because in Pathfinder 2E's version, when you make a sheet, it just offers you the option. Here you have to edit the sheet when it's already there. It's kind of weird. Although the fun part is, I figured out that means you can take any NPC and turn them into a loot sheet. You're dead. You're a loot sheet now. I find that hilarious for some reason.
That's pretty cool.
It's a very nice way of doing things, yes. Disguise kits. Well, if you ever need to disguise yourself, you have all the kits in the frickin' world for it. Although I can't imagine an orc that would take a masterwork hand crossbow. It's like, I got a pistol now.
Ooh. Olaf needs some range options. That's definitely up his alley.
It's a pretty cool thing. It's all masterwork, so they get a +1 to their attack rolls. That's how that works, by the way. Masterwork weapons are not quite the +1 magic where they can start hurting things and all, but... And then there's the 50 pounds of iron, which as a fine boy you are, as a dwarf, you can tell that's like 5 gold pieces. Not necessarily worth taking with you.
Yeah, Olaf spent his years transporting ore. He's like,
Plenty of that in the Hammerfist holds.
Quick thing, by the way, everything except the half-plate are masterwork. If you want to take an item before I finished it, you can set items to be masterwork by editing them and then going to the details page and clicking the masterwork checkbox. Just a quick thing, in case that ever comes up. And as I mentioned, masterwork increases the attack bonus by 1. Doesn't stack with the +1 enhancement from magic. And armor and shields reduce their armor check penalty by 1 because they're just that easy to use. And I like that idea a lot. Anyway, that should be everything. Are you going to leave that guy lying on the windowsill, or Argus steps outside? Argus, how good are your eyes? Would you like to roll me a spot check?
2020.
Can you roll me a spot check?
I can.
Because there is a lot of rain around.
I understand.
Yeah. You don't see anything out of the ordinary.
Mm-hmm.
Although,
So this basically goes to the outside of the
yes, this
wall.
goes to the outside of the building, and you land on like a section where this is not a spot check, but you do land like feet first into a track, like someone patrols back and forth around here.
Yeah, I'm gonna drag them back inside to make it less obvious.
Boop, and then boop.
And then inform the rest of the party that there is indeed somebody else out there.
Did you make one of these corpses that treasure chest thing, or?
No, put it in the loot pile.
In the little journal that lists the whole party, there's a basically
Utility.
a character called loot pile. Yeah.
Where is it? I'm not finding it.
Top right corner, you can see all the little icons like the chat log, the combat tracker, and then the.
Give me a
actors
moment. A
directory.
picture says more than 1,000 words.
I'm
Yes.
looking at. I see the party. I see utility, and I see all of us. I saw the loot pile before, but I don't see it listed.
It's in
now.
utility now. It's a subfolder.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
That keeps it easier for when you just want to see the party.
I see it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Utility.
Now, I assume while the party is divvying up the loot, I'm gonna take a peek outside and see if somebody comes marching by.
Everyone also gets 150 experience points.
Oh, okay.
Everyone?
Yup. It's 715 total, but divided by 5.
Fair enough. So it's 500 total for me. Which is not the same for everybody else.
Yeah, you start with 2 racial hit dice, which means that you don't start with that. You start with 3,000 and then 500 on top.
So it would be 3,500.
As a lizard
Fair
folk,
enough.
you have racial hit dice, which also count against your experience total, as does your level
Yes.
adjustment.
Much experience.
As I said, 150 individually. So everyone gets 150.
Nice.
Hey, you're at 650 now, if I'm correct. So, hey.
Yep, we're getting there.
You're getting so lucky with these rolls, too. That's the nice part. Could have gone worse, but instead, it's going buttery smooth. Argus, why are you taking a look outside? What do you hope to find? As everyone inside is like
Because
gawking over
I've
loot.
stepped in. Yes. I've stepped into the track of somebody walking around. I'm going to warn the rest of the party, and while they're divvying up the loot, I'm going to keep a lookout.
Do you not want anything?
Argus,
Not
this
necessarily. There is. I can look at it later. I can look at leftovers. You guys have fun. Out
As-
of character. In character, I'm a little more concerned with the safety rather than shiny things.
Okay, cool. Argus, as you stand around there, can you roll me... Well, actually, this guy's going to roll spot to see if he notices you.
Well, obviously, I'm not standing like in the open. I'm standing like behind the corner and peeking, but that's the only way I can actually see outside. Well, he's also blind by the rain. That's amusing.
Well, to be fair, it's a lot of rain, so I'll just say that you get to see him before he sees you.
Good. I'm gonna wait for him. Then I'm gonna do a full action attacking him.
Oh, gosh. So at some point, you see Argus very quietly sitting in front of the curtain, and eventually just leaps out like a vampire and just lays into this man.
Do I need to roll anything, or
You have to roll me the full attack, because it can go terribly wrong.
I understand? Fair enough. In that case,
Uh,
that would be
Is there
Yes.
any modifiers that are... Well, you can have the high ground, because you're on like a slight elevation.
yes.
The window does not descend to the floor.
DM, I am always at slight elevation.
No.
All right. Well, I mean, I'm so tall. All I see is everyone's flaws. So I think that's two of these.
Ooh.
1,
That
2,
Ooh,
then 3.
nice.
Listen, that first attack brought him to 0. The second attack brings him into the negatives, and the last attack, it just puts him an inch away from death. You jump onto this man. I don't know what DG sees, but it's not a pleasant sight to watch a lizard folk attack with natural weapons. Ooh.
My God.
Your wolf is politer than that. This poor guy, instantly collapses under the pressure. That's how many points is this guy even worth? He's still worth points, even though you killed him. You know, objectives are still worth something no matter how you complete them. So he's half, so it's 150 divided by 5. Okay, so everyone gets 30 for him, I guess. Since Argus insists on taking care of the guy patrolling outside.
I'm gonna drag them back inside.
So that is now 680.
That whole moment right there, are you good?
No, I'm neutral.
Oh,
Okay.
but you might want to clear that up a little bit. Well, he's lawful neutral. Be polite. But please, Argus, don't. You're upsetting the people. Please. Just because they're here doesn't mean you can stay. Anyway, I presume you drag him inside too, or something?
Yes, that's what I said. Yeah, like a minute ago.
Please.
I'm gonna drag him inside in case there are more of them.
Ugh. Well, at this point, after some time, Olaf has taken care of what he needs to get all the loot
Yep.
in a position where everyone can take what they want and move on. Yeah, I'm just gonna make it a rule that I clear the loot.
The one thing that I would like to take is probably the Climber's kit specifically, and everything else we can just put in a bag and sell off when we arrive to the nearest civilization.
A Connor's
Could
kit
have sworn I saw a half plate and now it's scale mail.
Yeah, because I took the half plate and I just
Oh,
gave the
oh,
armor
you
that was in.
swapped it out.
Unless you want to use the half plate, and then
No. I'm very polite and I wait for everyone to take what they want and then I look at what's left.
the half plate and the hand crossbow and lift everything else. And I took a smoke stick because that looks pretty cool.
I
I'll
guess
take
I'll
the-
just take the scale mail.
Hit. Let's see.
And if we don't delete items off the loot pile, then we will see which items are accounted for and which are not.
I think, well, not like she needs it per se, but does she have any disguise skills? Nah. But I do think that she will take those masterwork, that masterwork short sword, the masterwork long sword, since she already has those, but now they're slightly better.
Mm-hmm.
I think she'll appreciate that.
Yeah, that extra +1 to attack definitely can make it or break it sometimes.
It's listen, as has come up a bajillion times in my Pathfinder game, don't underestimate the power of a +1 buff. Do not. It can make all the difference.
I was very serious.
I
said
know,
that.
I know. And oh my god. And the funnier part is every single time people hang out with 1 hit point. Because bards in that game also buff your damage by 1, and it's oh man, I just feel mean bringing it up, and I need to
Yeah,
stop it. It's a bad habit.
I'll just take whoever threw their scale mail in and jack that, and I'll take a smoke stick. Those are always useful.
You never know. Well, you know what? It's actually pretty sensible that she would also take a smoke, that Ariel would take a smoke stick, because, you know, Ranger, having a portable cover, effectively, is great.
Exactly.
She'll take 2, just so that she has something up her sleeve.
Right now we're at 780 for XP, right?
I have 680 here.
Or 680, sorry.
Hey, at this rate, you might level up in session 1 by being extremely efficient. Cheapers.
Just being careful.
Creepers, creepers. Now
Notes.
we can go upstairs, I guess.
If you want
Yeah.
to, yeah. You can go
When I have
wherever
like
you
a
want.
deeper voice, then that's DG. That's how like I
Yeah,
distinguish it.
listen,
Okay.
as I said, I have a
Because
bit
I
of an
was
issue.
like-
Yeah, I have an issue understanding voices, so it takes a while for me to catch on. So don't worry, please, excuse me.
Okay, because I was
Safri,
like,
while everybody's still here, do I see anybody else, by the way? Sorry for interrupting.
It seems like that guy was the only guy on patrol.
Fair enough. In that case, I'm going to move with everybody else. And,
If you want to, I
yeah.
can give you the express train to where everyone else is, which is just like north there, going up that staircase there. So,
fair enough.
here you go.
Thank you. Now I can go upstairs.
Hands up. Okay, cool. This is the part where we go upstairs. Give it a moment. I need to.
Now- In case you haven't told Argus that there's one guy alive in there, I'm not going to bother. But if you have, he's not going to live.
The guy alive downstairs. In the
Yeah, in the archery range. The one they
he's
scared
still
before.
alive and he's still there. Like he was threatened
Yes,
into
but-
staying.
Did the party tell Argus? Because I wasn't there when that happened. I was waiting on the other door. Remember?
Oh.
I think that after what just happened, no one wants to tell you.
Yeah.
I mean,
Probably,
before that.
Olaf doesn't really about that sort of thing.
Argus.
Voiced your
there
like,
we
have
go.
you voiced your like you just want to kill them, more like
It's not that I want to kill them. It's just that we're here to remove them from the equation, and I don't want to leave anybody behind us. Because what if they lied? I would have probably lied.
you say anything like that? Olaf would be like,
Well,
No, not necessarily. I have no reason to like question. Is like, are there any more guys in there? Because I'm not.
I don't
like,
think he
bothered.
would mention. I don't think Olaf would mention it unless it was brought up.
In that
Yeah.
case, yeah,
It was taken care
that's-
of.
If it was taken care of, then that's it. I have no qualms with that. And again, I'm not going out of my way to murder people because I want to murder people.
Yes, yes, we
just-
get it, Argus.
The point, yeah.
Please try to
We
avoid being
understand.
more chaotic than this.
Yeah, no, it's fine. As far as Olaf is concerned, the guy's pissing his pants, and not a problem. But he would let you kill him if like said something to him.
Upstairs, you are presented with a long hallway. Over every single window has been placed a curtain. In some of them, you can even see the glass shards glittering. The rain outside is lightening up a little bit, but more interesting is that some of the curtains aren't quite perfect or have been pulled open slightly, and chairs and stools have been put in front, allowing for a sort of arena feel if you were to be able to look down. And
Does anyone
unfortunately,
else just have a white map?
yeah, it might take a moment. Oh, goodness, it's always a pain. It's always a pain.
You can try refreshing the page just
Yeah.
in case.
But
If that solves the issue.
while we take care of that, the time pool has filled up, which means an hour has passed. Luckily, there's nothing in terms of time keeping we have to worry about. But I have to roll a handful of dice and see if anything terrible happens as a result of you sticking around. As time passes, so do things happen. Well, fuck. Sure.
Uh-oh.
No.
3
you-
question marks, not a good sign.
Yeah, usually. But there is that moment where you think you hear something, but then it just turns out to be a rat that's like jumping around on one of the chairs. It scutters away into a corner. Downside, there is a gentleman, and I think he will see you, though even though oh yeah. There is a gentleman who sees you, even if you do not see him. He's over here. You hear his voice. Wait, put that light source away. It's too bright. Who are you?
Do you
Night,
respond?
night shift.
repo police.
Let me think that one.
Oh, I can say it in Orcish. I can just say night shift in Orcish.
He's very stupid. His brain probably makes like a little puff noise, and he's like, "Oh, be careful. Merc's asleep. He'll be very angry if he has to wake up. Very angry. I don't recognize you. You part of the..." And you might even see
Talking
like
common or orcish?
Orcish. You might be able to
I'm
tell,
not
by the
sure.
way, that he's probably squinting, judging by how the glitters in his eye are like fading in and out. So, are you the guys who went downstairs to deliver that stuff? Cause I don't recognize. Did you put that thing away? He covers his face. You hear the shuffle as like he moves up.
Some of us don't have light sources, so this is our main light source. Just
Yeah.
get used to it.
Yeah.
We'll just move on then.
Okay.
What the hell is this bastard saying?
We're good to go. He just pissed off at the light. He's just falling asleep.
Olaf, by the way, you can tell that this guy in the distance is covering his face. He's not the one he's talking about. He's talking about Merc, who is probably in the room behind him, because there's a door at the end of the hallway.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I tell him that. Sorry.
Sounds like that's the guy we gotta talk to.
Olaf get that like giddy, oh it's time to kill someone face.
Do we have to kill this one too? Like, we can just knock on. Persuading Olaf.
To be fair, you could also defenestrate him and discover the joys of that verb.
What does that mean?
Throw somebody out of the window.
Yep.
Mhm.
It's a great word. Well, it's up to you, as they say.
Yeah, I mean, he's not a goblin. If he's a goblin, he would already be dead. So
Mm. Handsome. All right.
Mm, I yell back to him in Orcish. We just need to get back to that door behind you.
What do you need with Merc?
Just some business we need to take care of.
He's already pretty. Whatever.
Oh,
Do I need to stay around or anything?
You can just wait in the hallway. That'd be cool.
He moves over here and then moves over further. He goes to sit on the chair. Like, "Brr."
And then I go to the party saying common. We're good to go.
You see him squinting at someone or something outside. And it goes.
Olaf shrugs and keeps walking.
Ahead of you, Olaf, is a thick door. Any attempt to open it discovers that it is locked.
I don't think my boot's opening this one.
But you could always try.
Well, I could try, but if anyone wants to try this a little bit more quiet, you let me know first.
Do you have a key? And then I just scream at him.
No! Merc has the key and he doesn't want to be bothered. Why do you think he locks the door?
Right. Okay.
Gosh, you people are stupid. Dramatic
Knock on-
irony.
Knock on the door.
Oh gosh.
You get no response, but getting this close to the door reveals the obnoxious snoring coming from beyond. You'll need a firm knock to overpower that.
He's asleep. We can check another room, I guess.
Don't worry, I'll knock.
Okay.
Should I make a strength check to try and like?
You know what? Just knock me out of the water. The door. How? You know what? Fine, fair enough. These are not the best doors. It's the hinges that give in, not the lock, by the way. So the door, which normally swings towards the wall to your screen right, instead swings open to the left because it's hanging off the lock and then falls on the ground. He gets a spot check because he is technically in the situation where he might hear this, but he's also very fast asleep and bothering himself with his ears. Let's see.
Not trying to be stealthy.
Yeah, he
I
still doesn't.
yell out,
He,
knock, knock.
he still doesn't wake up. Actually,
Oh shit.
hey, it's how life works out sometimes. He's a very heavy sleeper apparently. Because he's like a -10, and he's also snoring pretty loudly. So, if you want to wake him up, I'll let you just wake him up as like a thing. But other than that, he's still asleep right now.
I think you need to unlock the door so I can open
Oh,
it.
excuse me, I completely forgot that's the thing I had to do. There you go. Actually, let me just remove it because the door is no longer there. What door?
Yep, let's go, guys.
Inside this room, it's quite the room. There are several tapestries, animal hides, and trophies of all kinds, not necessarily taxidermied or embalmed, meaning they're mostly skulls and picked clean. There's a large bed, which is to say a huge pile of furs, next to which sit two chests, and on top, like a cherry, like a nice squirt of whipped cream, is this massive orc, who looks like he probably bench presses other orcs.
Everyone get ready. We're gonna wake him up Olaf style.
So, what you can do while someone is helpless, aka asleep, is something called a coup de grace.
Yes.
Jesus
yeah,
Christ, is that nasty.
Olaf's gonna pull a coup de grace by taking his axe and say, "Wake up!" and smash it right between the eyes.
So, coup de grace automatically hit, and you score a critical hit, and if they survive the damage, you still have to roll. So, show me what you got. Oh, God. So, I'm pretty sure this would have... Let me actually
Killed
see.
him.
I just want to know for posterity's sake. this would have killed him even if he was at like full hit points, because you just cleave him between
Oh
the
yeah, 'cause
eyes.
warlocks is times 3 too, so that would be 9 times 3.
Okay,
is-
that would have killed him even without the fortitude save.
Yeah.
My
There's
God.
his skull, by the way, is massive thick. Oh, that axe is
Juicies.
After I do it, like you see Olaf climb on the bed and like putting his foot on the head and trying to like yank his war axe out.
God damn it, this man's like a log. Let's see, how many points is he worth? 60 to everyone, so add 60, please. If my aerial totals are successful, then this should be 740. Come on. Argus, what kind of light source do you have there?
None.
All right, and
Liar.
so this guy's the leader, right?
I mean, there was that shaman guy.
Okay.
There's still the caster.
There's 2 chests, guys. I'll check this one. Someone check the other one.
Looting.
While everybody's busy with that, I'm gonna try to peek outside.
His chests are not all that exciting. However, he does have this large collection of 200 silver pieces. He has this
Oh, sweet.
massive wool tapestry that, even rolled up, looks beautiful. A lapis lazuli and a pretty moonstone. As a dwarf, you know all about what the stones are called, but not necessarily the value.
I pocket all the gems and then give everyone 40 silver.
Handsome. Oh yeah, I need to be smart. And Ariel, I need to add your money for you. So from earlier was
Should have,
60.
We should have 100 silver now.
Yeah.
Thank you. I hope Ariel appreciates having 10 gold pieces to her name more than before. Well, you finally
Also,
managed to
the
wrench your
one-
axe free, so
Sweet. Also, to let everyone know, you're in luck. I'm that party note taker when it comes to loot.
awesome. The rest of the chests contain, well, if you were an orc, you would probably appreciate this. There's some pretty cool skulls in here of like really weird animals. Some which have eyes in the weirdest of places. Other where the horns have look more like tentacles with how they squirm in smooth shapes. An avid hunter, perhaps.
This is a cruel joke. And then she would like to smash him. Yeah, smash him.
Smash smoosh. Skulls are
Smash
getting
smoosh.
cracked on the ground.
Smash all the taxidermy type shit.
Argus takes a look at the window outside. Can you roll me a luck check? That's just a d20, and we'll see what happens.
Just 1d20? Absolutely. That's a 13.
You catch, in the distance, a glimpse of that orc in the window, like this guy.
Mhm.
You see him. He seems to be talking to someone as he's leaning backwards.
You mean that caster guy, correct?
No, I'm talking about the guy that you were talking to a minute ago.
Oh, I see. Fair enough. I'm gonna warn the party quietly that we might have guests, and I'm going to move closer to the door.
Handsome. Would you like to peek around the corner, or are you just standing there?
Peek.
Which way they coming from?
As you peek around, you see a hobgoblin of some sorts.
Mm.
This fine gentleman is well equipped, from his fine-looking weapons to his glistening chainmail.
Have I seen them before?
Hobgoblins? Perhaps. They're not that uncommon.
Not that. This particular one in a courtyard, for example.
You maybe, but you would have seen him for like a split second between the pillars.
Fair
Barely
enough.
to catch a glimpse.
So that's the person that might have been talking to.
Yes. Hobgoblins are known for being very regimented. They're very good if you want to get that hard combat training.
Fair enough.
He then
And this is
vanishes
in the
into the
courtyard?
shadows.
Vanishes into the shadows, meaning
So
he just walks past the window.
So the only reason you could see him, if you were to drag your token over here, you could see that there's like a
Yeah.
sliver of light here.
Mhm.
That sliver is where you could see him, and when he moves past that, you can no longer see him.
Okay, fair enough. I'm gonna go back inside. I'm gonna inform the rest about exactly that, and I'm going to prepare to pull off the same maneuver that I pulled on the patrolman.
Did you say the word hobgoblin by chance?
I presume he dropped something like
Yes.
Goblin! I see Olaf storm off on his own.
Oh my gosh. Fair enough. I'm gonna cover him.
Handsome.
I'll go Jason.
Let's me see what this guy had ready for the day. I wish there was a button that shrank spell lists down to just the spells you have prepared, but I guess that feature doesn't exist yet in this marvelous world of ours. Depressing. Olaf, you charge off. You
does.
do not see him.
You goddamn greenskin, where are you?
Right here.
Not you. You're cool, lizard. You shit one.
As you round the corner, you in the distance can see glimmers of light. There is behind a bench hiding an orc, who, when he sees you and sees the glimmer of light, because your friends are casting some light upon you, he quickly draws the curtain.
You might have tricked us.
Like hiding behind a curtain.
No. It's because he's hiding behind a bench, but a curtain was open so you could see him because of the light that's shown on him. He pulls the curtain so that there's no longer light falling on him.
Right. I meant the hobgoblin specifically.
With a spot check, perhaps you can see a hobgoblin. Well, no, it's beyond your dark vision, beyond Olaf's dark vision for one. So even if there was a hobgoblin, you couldn't see him.
Fair enough, and I can't see him.
You're also standing in the really wrong point to see anyone or Argus.
Yeah. Olaf just keeps storming down.
Oh, excuse me. For whatever reason, I assumed that he was moving towards us.
No,
rather than
they're
away from us.
sitting nice and cozy.
When you said that, I saw them in the sliver of light. I
No.
assumed they were heading towards the room.
No, that was when you looked around the corner from Merc's room.
Yeah,
when
and
it
that's why
was
I'm
over
saying
here.
we've passed that place and we haven't seen them, so they probably tricked us
Anyway,
somehow.
at this point, this guy is asleep. He was asleep on his guard duty, but now he's not. So it's time for fighting. It's fighting words time.
Yeah.
Gosh darn it.
Up ahead, if anyone here speaks Goblinese, you hear "hold it." If not, you probably hear something in Goblinese that might sound like "hold it."
Oh. So Olaf speaks Goblinese.
Well, then you can
and
hear this guy say like "hold it."
You hear Olaf yell back in Goblin.
I'll hold my axe in your skull.
That's the only appropriate response given this context, I presume, for a dwarf. Anyway, kids, roll initiative. It's time for shooting. Marvelous. Now that I have everyone's numbers, we can get going.
Where do we hear the goblin?
Up ahead at the very least. By the way,
look
for quick
around.
context, these blue lines next to you that you can see through, those are actual windows, like glass windows. They seem to have survived since they're in an interior section. Up ahead, a fine orc who is still glowing. I think that's because I gave him an item that glows. Probably. Who cares? It doesn't really matter that he glows. What matters is that he is busy. Yeah, I think it is an item that he's carrying that's doing that. I need to figure out how that works because I need to turn that off. Point is that he's in the distance. What does he have that's pretty good against a distance? Nothing really. Although he probably used this one, so we're going to discount that. He's ready. He has no weapons. So, he'll just ready a spell casting, which unlike in 5e doesn't cost anything if he flubs it. This guy's like, oh, we're just trying to get him. Takes out one of his... Oh, doesn't have... Yeah, he's a javelin. He takes out a javelin and waits for you to get close enough that he can throw it without range increments. As they're told to hold it. There's a hobgoblin somewhere, and he's doing something. He's like, I'm a sneaky hobgoblin. He's doing sneaky things. Wringing his hands. Mr. Olaf, for some reason your token is called Theos, which I think is because I made mistakes. Don't worry about it.
Probably my
I thought I had fixed that. I thought I had addressed token names ahead of time, but I didn't. Like a dummy. Point is, Mr. Olaf, what do you do?
Oh, that's perfect. I'm going to charge and swipe that guy.
Charge! Oh, hey, friend.
Wait. Shit.
Oh, I found it. Okay, cool.
That's the hobgoblin.
Yeah, who is around the corner and attacks you.
Sweet. Bring it.
So first and
-2
foremost,
to my AC.
there are a lot of things to consider here. By the way, first you get a javelin thrown at you, then you get a guy attacking you from your side, then a guy casts a spell at you. So a whole lot happens in a very short amount of
Oh my
time.
god.
This is in content. Ready for it.
Unfortunately, Olaf realizes that charging ahead has a downside from time to time. Luckily, he is made of thick armor, and even this fine man with his fine weapon cannot pierce that.
He's made out of dwarf.
I'm made out of
Dwarftonium, raw dwarftonium.
Clank,
Armed.
clank.
Finally,
Armed with weaponized racism.
finally, because I think it's a hilarious spell. It's command. Will you roll me a will save, please? As you are commanded to drop everything you're holding and get to the ground, where you're a nice, easy target.
DC 13.
Sure. Go to attributes for this and just click on wisdom.
Nope. Just go to your sheet and click on wisdom. Wow.
Yes.
Olaf,
Made by one.
fire at will. Whoever you want. I don't care who it is.
Oh, the hobgoblin for sure.
You notice him in the corner of your eye. You see him swinging, and you just go, "I got you now." Show him what you got.
Plan Iron Fist.
This fine gentleman has a shield and good chainmail, so he's kind of harder to hit than most of these orc idiots around you. But who cares? You still land a solid blow on him.
Dwarf raid.
You might be surprised to find out that unlike everyone else you fought so far, this guy does not go down in a single blow.
I forgot to target him. My bad.
Doesn't matter. You hit him. 24. He does not have 25 armor class. He eats 4 damage. He's still standing. Ariel's in the distance. Can't see anything. I think
Me shouting and goblin at people.
I think the reasonable thing to do here is to run forward a bit, and then huck like the torch he's holding forward so that everyone else can see. That's like the nice thing to do, right? That's the polite thing to do.
Yes. Yes.
So first, I gotta unequip a torch. That's just gone now. It's wasted. Oh no, carry. Yes, but not equipped. Not equipped. Thank you. Cool. There's a light source up ahead now. I'll just put it somewhere. It doesn't really matter. Matthias, how about you think about your turn while I figure out how to draw light sources? As
Sure.
my brain blanks out for a moment. And it is 40 and 20, and it pulses like a torch. You can see the orc.
Matthias?
I think I'll just go here, double move. And that's really all I could do.
Did
I
you?
don't have enough to charge to hit.
You weren't quite as excited as Olaf, yes.
Yeah.
DG.
Okay. Okay, the Entangle spell, can it be minimized to like a short location?
Well,
Or does it have to do that 40?
I would like you to click the Entangle spell so I can explain you something about how that spell works.
It originates from a point, I believe.
No, that's not the problem here.
Oh, there's no plant source.
There's no plants.
Wait.
It affects the plants in an area, not the area itself. So if there are no plants, it doesn't do anything, and there are no plants here.
There are plants
Yeah.
outside in the courtyard, but they're dead.
No, those are dead. Yes, they wouldn't even revitalize. So yeah, there isn't anything that you can affect with Entangle in this context.
Got it. Okay. Then I'm just
Also-
gonna.
Just to answer your actual question, no, you cannot. I think there's meta magics for that though.
That sucks.
There are
okay,
feet. There are feet for that.
You can't get
I'm gonna
specialized training.
I'm gonna summon. I'm gonna start summoning a nature ally.
Oh,
I'm gonna go over here. Oh no, I'm gonna probably go over here and start summoning that spell.
cool, handsome.
It takes like 1 round to summon, and then it lasts for 1 round, right?
Yeah. Unfortunately, you're not high level enough for it to be cool. But don't worry. In time, this spell gets silly.
Yeah. And then Thetis.
What are you summoning anyway?
I don't know right now. Let me look at the thing, but
You can get
I
a
will tell
dire
you.
rat, an eagle, a monkey, an owl, a porpoise. Nah, a snake, but a small viper or a wolf.
I think I wonder. Let me look through the thing really quick, and then I'll tell you.
Sure, we'll move
Sure.
on from here.
Okay.
There are 2 wolves inside the
I was
Agala.
gonna say. Wolf pack.
I am a wolf pack of 1.
The fun part is that with the second level version, you can summon multiple of the lower level versions, which means you can summon indeed a wolf pack. This warrior was not expecting the dwarf to be that excited to come running at him, but he does like the fact that he's flanking. So he takes out his falchion. He's like, oh man, I get to beat up a guy in full armor.
Yes, you do.
Olaf, thank the stars you didn't confirm that critical.
Yes. Very thankful.
You feel a loud bonk against the back of your armor. It doesn't hurt you, but it does like knock. It dazes your head. You were dazed and confused by it, and that's probably going to leave a big bump. Argus, your friend needs some reinforcements now.
Yes, I'm gonna charge over here, and I'm going to attack.
How far did you just
orc over there.
charge?
60. That's actually 55.
Okay, sure.
So over here would be exactly 60. I'm just moving over here for.
Okay, sure.
20.
I'll allow you to jump on the thing at the end. What do you do there?
And I'm going to attack him with a long spear as a charge.
Oh boy, this poor man. Don't forget to target him. Oh, well, there he
It
goes.
was this one. Yes.
You charge. The thing provides some cover because he's a smaller target. This thing's in the way. But you ram into him. The studs on his armor catch your spear perfectly. But that just means that he gets winded by a massive chest blow and flies back, oof, rolling across the ground. He's dead.
Good. I've seen Olaf, the poor little footstool, being besieged by an unfair amount of orcs. I decided to protect him.
You know, a really fun thing that I've learned over the years is that you can cast a touch spell and then walk up to someone and then hit them with the touch spell.
Yes.
I love it. It's me.
Yeah.
Guess what I'm doing?
You're doing exactly that. But that saves Olaf.
Yeah.
Because he's in armor.
So, Olaf,
Mhm.
an attempt is made to touch you by this man who realized that you are probably the biggest threat with that big axe and just how you are relentless and scary. Consider it a compliment. Let's see. You must succeed a touch attack. Well, he needs to touch you first, or otherwise that spell just stays in his hand. Your touch AC is 11. But he can always miss. He doesn't. Roll me a fort save. DC is 12, because it's a cantrip. I'm sure you'll make it. Oh, no.
Oh, you jinxed me. Why would you jinx me?
Because I'm evil. Oh. Actually, you make it. Don't forget, you're a dwarf.
Oh, that's right.
Your dwarf-like
What
nature
advantage?
wards this off.
Wait, is this just a like a racial ability, or does
If you look at the notes, it mentions he has a +2 against spells and spell-like effects. Dwarves
Yes,
naturally
yes.
ward off magic.
Okay, fair enough.
This guy, for a moment, like, he sees his boss go for Olaf, but he's like, you know what? I'm probably more scared of the guy who just stabbed my friend in the chest. So, Argus, I hope you said your prayers, because this guy's going to hulk out with his rage.
I know.
He does not like you, and I want to kill my player characters. I'm evil. I'm big meanie.
Go ahead.
He takes a swift action, gets real angry. What kind of weapon would they have? How about we say this guy's a nice big great axe? He jumps on. He's like, die! Where's his attack? There it is.
Oh.
I think there's no more Argus.
Yes! Yes!
No.
I think 43 is enough to
Dude.
cleave Argus straight
Oh
down
my
the middle.
God. Ouch.
Yeah, exactly. That's amazing.
But,
Fuck.
wait! Theos, you can attack for opportunity.
Oh, I do.
Would you like to take it?
Yeah, sure. why
Argus,
not?
hope to the gods that Olaf still
get
has
a
that
crit.
fighting spirit. I'm
Margaret!
Look,
Margaret!
curse,
If
curse,
I-
curse, jinx, jinx, jinx. Oh, fuck.
If I die, I die. At least it's gonna be amusing.
Olaf, you hear this man enter a raw rage. Then, you swing around. I don't know if you're trying to hit this guy or if you just did it on accident, but you get him right in the
Where
gut.
do you think you're going?
The orc falls over as he gets hit in the stomach, reduced to negative hit points, which is all you needed for him to stop, by 1.
Yeah.
The stars are looking on you, Argus, because that axe looked like it was going to smash through you and the chair you were standing on.
Lizard, you save me, I save you. Ruh.
You might have to make true on that very fast, Mr. Argus, because this guy... Does he have any features on this? I don't think he just has alertness. Because that's what all the monsters get. So that they don't suck at finding player characters, sneaking around, taking their things.
Yes.
Let me take a look-see. Yeah, he doesn't have any cool feature, but he is... I guess, he could take a... he's just going to take a step... No, that's a terrible idea. That flanks him from all sides. Excuse me. He's smarter than that. He's just going to try to hit you, Mr. Theos.
That doesn't.
Theos, that armor of
Remember
yours
that-
can eat everything.
Yep. was right off the tower shield and smiles.
So, at this point, you can't help but feel that this breastplate is doing a little bit of a better job than you thought it would. It
Ooh.
sure took that sword like nothing.
Ooh, I like that hint.
Wink. Theos, you just saved your friend. You just ate a mighty sword blow that probably would have knocked you out. How about you show this guy how a real man fights?
Talking in Hobgoblin. He goes,
Where's your clan? I'll kill them too.
Ooh.
nope.
He has 18.
Aw.
He has 18 AC. He's actually he unlike the other orcs. He has like a pretty good setup going here. Ariel is going to mostly spend time taking out a weapon and shoot the mage guy. You know, the combat triangle.
Hi, Ariella.
Ariel! Woo!
I can finally the repairman has gone.
And take
Yes.
and take a guess whose turn it is.
Welcome back.
Argus just got saved from death from taking 43 damage.
Yeah,
That
was
would have been
scary.
amusing.
Literally.
That's the
No.
perfect death. You dying from a massive critical, and you get to describe how you die.
No.
Yes,
Oh
gonna
my
die. That
God.
is a good way to die.
To be fair, a critical that huge is a great way to die.
Yeah, that's true.
Ariel.
Like 43.
It took a maximum damage roll to kill me, you fucking coward.
I had a character die in Pathfinder with triple confirm crit for maximum damage.
Oh, that
God.
sounds delicious. Why triple confirm though?
Because it was like
Fortified?
it was something that like had like a decapitation feature, but you had to like roll crit confirm another confirm, and it was
Yeah,
like instant
yeah.
death.
I don't know if that's roleplay, but who cares? That just sounds like a nasty time, man.
All I remember is like, yep, there you go.
My head's over there now. All right, Ariel, it's your turn. I'd say that if you want a quick tip on how to spend your turn, there is an orc wizard over here who's casting shamanistic spells with his fetishes, with these weird dolls in his hand. Maybe shooting him with an arrow is a good way to start your turn.
Okay, great. Let me just do this. Okay. Let's see. How many arrows do I have? Still 19 or?
Yeah, I think you, no, you shot a couple of times. Although you hit, so you get it back, so.
Okay.
Yeah, so you're still good.
Wow, one DM does it. I hit, but I do it. I don't hit. God damn it. Okay, let me try.
Well, to be fair, you did miss on the first roll when you left. So,
And I missed again.
Marius.
All right. Gonna have to help out the boys. You be right there.
Ooh.
Yes. Die,
Dang.
fool.
That might prevent me from doing what I wanted, but it's fine.
Well, actually, long spears are specifically designed to attack past your allies to an extent.
No, what I wanted to do is 5-foot step and then use the natural attacks. And as one of those attacks, I wanted
Well,
to
he's
grab.
currently standing next to someone else, so go nuts.
I could do that. I could squeeze past someone.
But it's Matthias' turn. How will we focus on his turn for now?
Yes. Absolutely.
Yes. Let me see if I hit this nicely armored individual. No,
Nope.
but it was some good damage if I did.
His shield and sword techniques are quite good. You, after all these easy-to-hit orcs, you're a little caught off guard by a guy actually trying to defend himself.
Stop trying.
Stop it! That's illegal.
Stop trying.
DG.
All right.
The Thaitis would like to bite. No, it does.
The corner's in the way.
Rolled
The
an
ally
8,
I
a
would
9,
like
and a 7.
the ally I would like to summon is another wolf.
Oh yeah,
Sorry,
the
so
wolf.
Can I conjure it right here?
I'm actually
Yeah, get that flank in.
trying to find the wolf sheet. Okay, there's no wolf sheet. All right. Well, it has to appear somewhere where you can see, and I don't know what the range is on a summon spell. It's close. So
It should
30
list it
feet.
on the little spell card that they posted.
Yeah. So range close 25. Can I like move? I'm gonna move.
you could have
You have
5-foot
to
step
move-
during the casting and 5-foot step after the casting. I'll let you retroact that since you didn't know what you were doing. The bestiary is crashing because it's so many words.
And then
Here's a wolf.
I think that. Yep. Okay. Can I? Yes.
Wolf appears. Wolf can immediately take its
Wolf.
actions.
Yeah.
You get flanking.
What does flanking do again?
+2.
Plus
You should
Two.
be able to click it when you roll.
If
your
you, I
attack.
can roll the wolf for you since sheet sharing is a bit. We'll take it later. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Wolf tries to get this guy in the rear. It's not gonna kill him, but that does hurt. You know.
What does damage?
If you give me a second, I should give you the sheet in now. And as we move on, it's Argus's turn. Argus,
yes,
happy to be alive, I assume.
very happy.
Better be happy.
As happy as a.
Listen, if you're not, he can always take back that attack.
Emotionless person can be. Fair enough. I'm gonna take a 5-foot step forward, and I'm going to use a full action attack. As one of
Whoa.
those attacks, since it's an unarmed attack, I would like to try and trip this guy. Additionally, as my feat, I chose the improved trip, so I would get a +4 to that.
Oh crap! You're really letting him have it, huh?
Yes. So
Okay.
that I assume attack roll bonus 4 to this, correct? To the first
So
one, to the trip.
give me a moment. You try to trip an unarmed attack. I'm not familiar with. I'm familiar with Pathfinder, which both made them more uniform and easier to read, but also worse. So let me take a look.
Yes,
You,
please do.
if your attack succeeds, you make a strength check. Ooh.
Mhm.
Make a unarmed melee touch attack. Well, okay, go ahead, make your 5-foot step and roll me that attack roll. You need to hit
Okay.
AC 11.
It does have a bonus of +4. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's on the trip attempt, not on the actual attack.
Oh, not on the actual attack. Fair
Yeah,
enough.
more agile opponents can more easily die. Okay, cool. Now you can roll me that opposed strength check, which against this guy shouldn't be too tough.
Just strength itself.
Oh fuck, he goes straight to the ground. This is where you get that +4, by the way. So you beat him by almost 20.
Yeah.
Okay, so your
Then-
first attack just knocks him right over.
Yes. Then the second one attack, since he's prone, I assume it's +4, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Then here's the second attack with a claw.
That hits him.
and Here's the attack with the bite on top of that.
That's 2 hits. His AC is like 11. He's not heavily armored. He doesn't look like the kind of guy who wears that. But he does have a lot of fight in him. He does have what would you call it? What's a fun term? I don't know. Tenacity. That's a good one. Tenacity. As you stand here, he sits on the ground. He's going to do something that wizards can do, which is called defensive casting.
Mm-hmm.
What this means is that he tries to cast a spell without provoking attacks of opportunity. If he fails, the spell goes away without anyone even having to hit him in the head. So how does this work again? DC 15 plus the level you're casting. Then in his case it will be 16 because he's trying to cast Burning Hands.
Oh.
Oh.
So he's got a pretty nasty Burning Hands on him. That's not where I wanted that cone to go. That's wrong. That's the wrong tool. Excuse me. He casts a beautiful cone of 15 foot of fire from his hands as he sits on the ground. As revenge. Everyone in there, please roll me a delectable, just a reflex save. DC is 13. I'm taking care of all the necessary components. Yes, I know that he doesn't have any spells. I want to see the spell. Oh my god, I just want to freaking see the spell.
DC what?
Oh, I have to do it like this?
Oh, I'm good.
Wait, are cones like
Oh.
this? I didn't know cones were like
No,
this.
cones aren't like that.
Yeah, that's a weird cone. Doesn't matter. What I wanted was the numbers.
What is the DC?
Oh yeah, I'm down.
It says 14, good sir.
14. There we go. Yeah.
Got that 14.
14 just reduces it by half. A gout of flame bush from his fingertips. Swoosh. So, what's everyone looking like at the end of that?
Olaf is down.
I am down.
I'm good.
Oh no.
Thetis is good.
Cool. That's all you needed. The Hobgoblin regular. On one hand, things are going good. On the other hand, this is exactly the time you need to be careful. You never know. So he's going to play it safe. He's going to essentially attack defensively on Matthias, which I think is +2 AC and -4 to his attack roll. Because he's like playing it safe, you know? Don't squander this opportunity, is what he's going with. Luckily,
No.
you got defenses. He's playing it too safe. Theos, do you know what the dying rules are? They're hilarious.
I have like till -9, something like that.
Probably, so you better make it. Here we go. No, that's not what I'm looking for. Injury and death. Dying.
Oh,
Yeah.
what happened? Something. God damn it.
Dying character unconscious near death cannot take actions at 10% to become stable. If she does not, she loses 1 hit point. If they reach -10, you're dead. Alright. Argus, please deduct your hit points. It's important.
Yes. That would
You can
put
apply
me at-
full or half. It actually has buttons for it.
Ah.
You can apply to yourself. So click yourself and just click the button to make it work.
Do I have to like target myself or?
You have to click yourself, and they have to click the button on the Burning Hand spell that I put up there.
Right.
Man, he rolled.
I-
Actually, he rolled pretty A on that. Wait, what? Is he level
I
5?
did and nothing happened.
There.
Anyway, I am at -7.
Theos.
Trying to apply the damage, it's not letting me.
Okay, Theos, I'll apply the damage for you. Let's take a look. See. Oh no, yeah. Olaf rolled pretty crummy, but who cares? Olaf, you are at -7 too. Okay, cool. Olaf, can you roll me a? Just roll me a D10. If you get a 10, you're fine. Otherwise, you lose a hit point.
D10?
A D10. 10% chance to become stable by default. Show me the goods. Nope, you lose a hit point as you are bleeding out on the ground. Ariel, there is this thing called a medicine check, or heal check actually in this context. Excuse me.
Yes.
First aid. If you make a DC 15 heal check, you can make someone stable. But, you know, there's also some dudes around who are looking pretty nasty. So, do what you want.
I am pretty far away. Like, can I do the heal if I'm far
You have
away?
to move. You can move up and heal Argus or Theos, yeah, or Olaf, yes.
Okay. I'm gonna go with the heals because they are needed.
I'm negative right now.
Yeah, they're not gonna get up. They'll just be stable. Like, it stops them from dying. It doesn't save them. But go ahead, do what you want.
Yes. Okay.
Move up and give them what you got.
I can.
Yes, you can make it there.
Okay. Where's my heal check? There it is.
Whoever you were stabilizing is now stable.
It was deciding is so bad. I'm type stabilizing.
Did it work?
This is hard. I will heal Olaf. Yeah. Okay.
Thank you. Either way was fun. I wasn't gonna.
Us. Who do you want to go for?
Am I at 0? I'm just not losing any hit points.
Yeah, you're losing hit points. It's just that your bar doesn't account for negatives.
Okay.
Mr. M.
All three of these? Oh my god. All three of you guys are down?
Matthias is standing and your dog is still standing, so it's just Argus and Olaf.
Got it.
So, Mr. M, what's the plan?
Get the hell out of my way, you stupid hobgoblin. I'm annoyed as hell.
Well, then let him have it. He's inviting it over.
See, you say that, which means you curse my roll.
I'm so cheesy.
He did that to me earlier.
I'm
See,
so
he's been cursing me, bro.
abracadabra. DG.
Oh
that
no. No, it does not hit.
At like 19 AC, right?
The bite.
Actually,
okay.
no, never mind. Wait, before I do that, just a
You
quick
could-
question.
Yes.
Is the one who burned the hell out of me on the ground?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's still prone.
Okay, which means I could just go this way because I'm still in his threat range and make that a 19.
You provoke whenever you move out of a threatened square. It's the squares that
But you-
count, not the range.
Oh, so if
Really?
you move at
But
all.
you know, you could take a 5-foot step.
Yeah.
To below him, and that would
Below.
probably still count.
You know what? Never mind. I'm gonna keep it that way. Stupid
move
5e
right-
rules.
Well, no, you could move right there and not get provoked because a 5-foot step does not provoke.
Okay, but
that
this guy's
much
still
damage.
alive then.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he was dead. Kill his ass.
Okay, cool. I don't think he likes that. He's still alive, but he's really starting to look like even his tenacity is wearing thin. DG, it's your turn. If your wolf
Okay.
over here just moves aside, well, I don't know how much you can control your wolf, but
He's good right there. He just wants to like fight this dude. Oh, the wolf. Okay, got it.
there are more than one wolf in your control right now.
Sorry, I was confused. So this guy's down, right?
Yup.
This dude. Can this wolf jump over and then just like, and then hit? Oh my god.
You
okay,
could flank the caster, maybe.
Flank the. But the caster's down.
He is on
He's
the
not.
floor.
He's alive
No,
though. He might
He's
still.
alive. He's prone.
Oh, got it. Okay, yeah, he's gonna attack the caster.
Get a +4 to that.
Your wolf
Oh.
tears his throat out.
Does it stack, by the way, if you have the prone and flanking?
Yes.
Yes.
How do I apply that?
Oh, it
That's
doesn't
already
matter.
put-
He's. I know
Oh,
what the
got it.
damage is.
Okay.
Which is to say
And
that he's
then-
dead.
Thetis is gonna try to bite the hobgoblin.
If this wolf.
Fuck.
See, the trick is flanking, which he doesn't allow you to do with his defensive position. Argus, would you like to roll me
then,
that? Oh yes,
then I'm
you still
gonna-
have a turn.
Yes, and then I still, I'm gonna try to save Argus. Heal.
God damn it, Argus! What do you throw at him?
Come on.
God damn it! No, it didn't work right.
Argus, can you roll me that d10?
1d10? Yes.
If you roll a 10, actually. No, that's with D100s where it's under rolling, because that makes sense. Anyway, the Hobgoblin regular sees that things aren't exactly going his way anymore. I mean, that fire spout did a lot of good, but he's not feeling it so hot. So, the dog and Matthias, you get an attack of opportunity, because he's moving back a bit. He wants to get some range.
Damn it.
Oh my god.
This fool.
He deflects off all blows, moves over here, and I didn't quite draw this right, but there is like a secondary staircase here that goes down further, so there isn't a good way to stand there. Theos are stable, so you just need to get to positive or 0 hit points to recover. Ariel,
Okay, I'm gonna
You
try
Argus?
and stable Argus.
God damn it, Argus, you can't die on me! Bam!
Why not?
Oh
Why
my
not?
god.
Yeah.
Say that's stable.
Argus, you
Yes.
feel honestly kind of. I mean, your dark dream of descending into darkness and becoming consumed by the whatever the lawful mechanist, I guess, becomes disrupted by the realization that you're still alive. You're just very weak. Get him, Matty.
Yeah. So he's the nicely armored one, right?
Yeah. He's also
Man, I'm gonna charge him.
he's also in the dim light.
Eh.
Try and let him have it if you want.
I will.
Oh, by the way, you have to click concealed on the attack menu because he is concealed.
At 20% in dim light, right?
Yes.
It's,
Does it have that? I think it has that, doesn't it? Or you could set it to no, doesn't. Oh
No.
well.
well, you'll tell me if he hits or not.
Yeah, there's a cool button for that on this where you can set it like, oh, he's concealed. Oh, that will hit him and both kill him. But can you roll me that D100? Just don't roll a 20 and below. Just
Yeah,
just
don't
just
roll a 20
jinxing
and
you
below.
real nice here.
Oh,
No
where's
whammies.
where's that nice little dice rolling?
You can,
Slash R1.
1D100.
Slash RD 100.
yeah, you'll have to add 1D100 because it complains if you don't add a number before the D because it's very specific. It's a whiny little child.
Damn it, roll.
Yeah.
Oh, right, that
Yeah.
just says D1.
I mean, to be fair,
Oh,
I
that's
pers-
100. He just rolled.
No. Yeah, there you
The-
go.
the-
1D1.
I pers-
90.
Ah!
I am the master of curses. DG,
Oh.
I
Really?
curse thee.
You really are good at that, I gotta say.
Can I, since they're both, I'm just gonna try to have my dog. Oh, is my wolf dead?
Oh, your wolf
No.
vanishes into the ether because the magic
Yes.
is ended.
Right.
Oh.
And then Thetis tries to like, oh, what the? I can't.
I'd say
move
that he can charge.
Thetis.
Yeah, he can't move through the wall directly, but he can charge in if he wants to. Hop.
And then I
Where
try-
are your critical hits now, heroes? Oh, there they are.
Okay.
I'm a master of jinxes. He's at 1 hit point, so he's like clinging on. But
And then Diagala just like tries to one shot with
oh,
this. thing.
as if. As if.
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
I was thinking about it.
You know what? I think he's had enough. One more round of attacks of opportunity as he just goes, I'm out of here. See ya.
Ugh.
Sorry, Mr. Thaddeus.
Damn chic. Pop up. That extra charge damage goes away, right?
Yeah, the charge bonus is only for your. I think it's. I don't even know.
Yeah, that's
So the penalty is for a round. At the +2 on attacks for the round 2. Let me check.
yeah.
+2 on the attack roll, so it's specifically the single melee attack you get from the charge itself.
Okay, so it doesn't linger on. That fucking missed. See, this I think I observed it because last night I killed 4 player characters, so no big deal.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
PK or
no,
Ariel.
there were a few others.
The only time I
Yes.
killed 4 players in a row was when I was doing revivals and I basically committed medical malpractice.
You can, despite the fact that he's running away, I say that you can still hit him, but he has cover because he's most of the round out of your sight. So this is mostly
Okay.
this is
so,
mostly to prevent people from cheesing around corners.
How do I select the concealed thingy again?
Oh, let's just see if you hit with the normal attack to begin with.
Oh, okay.
Ugh.
No luck.
You can chase behind him. He's down the stairs. You could get there in a move action because he has to trudge a bit and his armor's in the way. Down there, though, it's kind of bright. There's enough ambient light you can see him.
Enough plants, you say?
No, this is
Question
like
mark?
downstairs, not no
Damn.
plants. Sorry.
yet.
So if you want to, you
Okay.
can make a strike at him, but he is at this point trying to get help, probably like run away as much as you can and get help from somewhere. So show him what you got.
We're still on the top. He's going downstairs, or we're still on the top floor?
Yeah, he's going downstairs. We're theater of minding this.
Oh, okay. Can I prepare that as soon as he
It's
like
Matthias
goes
who's
inside-
having the turn, by the way.
Oh, sorry. Sorry
Uh-oh.
about
Man, I'm still following this fool.
Down the stairs with him.
Down the stairs, I'm probably gonna get ambushed, but that's all right.
Oh,
I'll
wouldn't that
still-
just be great? I'd love it.
I'm still charging because I still want to hit this fool.
Die!
Damn it.
Man, that big chainmail of his is getting quite beaten up. Now it's your turn, DG. Your dog can definitely follow him
Sorry.
down there.
it.
I know how to move players individually to play areas, but I don't want to. It's so annoying.
God damn.
God.
Okay, I'm gonna sling it. A little sling action. God, oh
This
my
point
God.
starts sundering the armor, guys.
It really at this point.
So downstairs, Ariel, if you want to, you can actually look outside and probably see them run out at some point. But for now, the Hobgoblin turns around, and since you're so eager to get your just dues, how about he gives you some of that? Nope.
Yeah, exactly.
Matthias, you are
until-
locked in melee combat with him. Ariel, you
Good.
can't see him, so you'll have to follow the rest of the guys downstairs if you want to get a pot shot at him.
What about the window?
Yeah, he's not out there yet, and also it's closed.
Okay.
So this might be one where you have to sit it out.
Yeah. I guess so, cause. Yeah.
Mr. M. He says that he might
Oh,
be the
it's a-
last man in this fortress, but he's still gonna make you the last one to die. He said that in Goblin. Unfortunately, it was under the impression that you spoke it to.
You're still charging, so
Yeah, I'm still charging. Oh, then it's 19.
In that case, you hit him. In that case, he dies. Blech.
Finally.
His block comes up. You've gauged him for a while now, but you decide instead of getting fancy, you just power through. And there he goes.
Bam.
There's a momentary relief as he falls to the ground, and the people upstairs can hear the Matthias no longer stomping around for one. I think he's not that subtle.
Oh my God, what's happening to this light source?
what I mean, it's a torch.
like-
That's how they're animated.
Dude, just open the freaking curtains.
It's like pulsating like rapidly. I don't know.
Yeah, because it's a torch. The flame is flickering.
Here, I'll make it less intense so that you can.
Your character had a torch at the start of the fight. Your character tossed the torch
No, that
in
was
that corner.
Ariel deals that.
That was
not DG.
Ariel.
All right, so he's a goner. Let me just mark him as a goner. Blip. and then I can tally up the points, and we'll see what you do. Well, there are 2 unconscious party members. What happens next? Despite all that ruckus, no one
Sleep?
else. Mhm.
Do we know if we sleep? Do we regain full hit points if we sleep, or just hit die?
You get 1 per level that you have. So it takes a while.
Oh shit.
Marvelous.
I guess we just wait here until
I
they
would
wake up.
suggest we go find a place that we can secure ourselves and then wait. Not out in the open right now.
Eventually we'll wake up. We've
What
been
an idea.
treated. Question of when.
Right. What's in here?
Taking a look through this. Oh, excuse me. You find a large, ornate chamber of some sorts. A massive magical circle has been drawn into the ground. There are several small candles that have been set around it. Sure, this is magic. No one should have to tell you that this is something arcane happening. Of matters arcane.
Are there any? Oh, this chest. Do I notice any like potions that can like maybe healing potions or something?
So how about we get to that hobgoblin, who does in fact have some sort of potion on him. It might be a bull strength potion though, because sometimes they like to give those to characters. Anyway, I'll throw him into here. It's a red bottle of some sorts. Besides that, he had that really fancy sword, and he has a really fancy bow on him.
Oh,
Also, he has a whole
Really?
bunch of arrows. So if you want like a whole bunch of arrows, you can take those too.
yes, please.
This is a composite longbow, which means that it adds half of your strength to your attacks. Oh no, it just adds your strength to the attacks. Excuse me, that's propulsive. It
Yeah,
adds your strength to the modifier.
Hold
I was
on.
gonna
Did
say-
you change it differently?
What did I do?
So composite longbows base off doesn't add that. You actually have to pay to add the bonus to the strength.
Yup.
So
And
this is a good one.
This guy has a
That's
fancy
a
bow
good
on him.
one.
Oh well, then that's a good one.
Yeah, he has a fancy
Um,
sword, a fancy chainmail, fancy everything. Definitely a guy who had someone paying for shit. Let me
yeah,
actually. Okay, if you can.
Yeah, are you going to add the items or should
They're in
I
a special
send it?
thing which we discussed a bit ago.
Oh,
Under
she wasn't here.
Yeah. So on the party page where your sheet is located, like under the blue bar of the party,
Yeah.
there's now one utility, and under that is a bag, and that's the loot pile. In that is the loot. You can
Oh.
click and drag those to your sheet, but please have the politeness of removing the item from the list when you do, because it doesn't automatically do that.
Okay.
considerate.
Let me see now.
Be
Okay,
kind.
okay.
Rewind.
So
I
look,
just drag it, right?
yep, click and drag to your own sheet, and it adds it automatically. You still need to create attack with it for weapons, but easily said and done. DG, you are checking the room.
what?
Let's take care of that
Yes.
for now. There are many things in this room. Lots. First and foremost, there are a bunch of scrolls, a bunch of bandages of some sorts. There are plenty of bottles with goop in them. This is the part where I add them all, because there's a lot.
Ooh.
Consumables. I have one of these, and one of these, and then I have. Okay, so that's those. I got some wands. I got one of these, and I got one of these.
Wands.
Ooh.
There's also 1, 2, 3 scrolls of some kind.
I quickly grab 2 red potions. I'm gonna.
Did you mean to add one as a cure light wounds? It says 3 red potions and 1 cure light wounds.
I can only assume that one of them is already set to pre-identified, and I don't know which one.
Hey.
Well, okay. Well, they're all supposed to be. Oh, okay. Yeah, they're all meant to be like red potions. I guess one of them. Is this the one?
Maybe it just has a clearly marked label.
Yeah, it could. Just
Mhm.
health potion.
I already identified this one, and I labeled it. Oh, he also has some other things that are worth mentioning. He was looking at a longbow of some sorts, and he was looking at... Oh, I decided to keep that one. Some sort of shield.
We heard about this. Magic items being identified.
Yep, there's a whole stack of stuff in his room that he's been busy identifying. Oh, he also has some personal effects, of course. Because he doesn't walk around naked like... Well, I mean, what is he wearing? I think he's just... Yeah, he's just got a little shield with him. What kind of shield is that? Is that the shield? Yeah, that is the shield. Okay, that one shield was on him, as are the wands and all the things that he's carrying. Okay, and I also need to add these to the inventory. Inventory. Doesn't matter which one it is. It can be both. Oh yeah, I also made all the scrolls, so I can throw those in as well. When you identify them, you'll figure out what they are.
I would like to quickly grab the 2 red potions and chug them down Olaf's and Argus's mouths.
Okay, there's some hilarity here because first and foremost. Okay, actually I think everyone can. Yeah, okay, that's already identified. Alrighty then. So they all have slightly different descriptions, telling you exactly what you're dealing with. So which ones exactly are you using on whom?
Okay, I'm gonna choose the second one.
So
and do that.
there's ones which are just warm. There are those which are quite warm, and then there are those that are uncomfortably warm.
Comfortably warm for Olaf, and then I'll do quite warm on Argus. Actually, just do 2 uncomfortably warm on both of them.
Well, you only have one of the uncomfortably warm ones. The comfortably warm you have one of. You have one of each essentially.
I'm
Okay,
the
good.
most strong
Sorry,
corpse ever.
It's just 2 uncomfortably.
Just 5. Yeah, you got 2 cure light. Okay, now I know why the cure light wound showed up as identified because that came from the regular, and he had it marked. Cool. So you use
The
the.
comfortably warm and then the quite warm on.
Okie dokie, my good sir. Let me do the math. Well, Jesus fucking Christ. That worked like one hell of a drug. Olaf, you recover 17 hit points.
How much? 17?
17.
Okay,
Wow.
You feel
Where is he?
supercharged.
Where's the bastard?
And then I get the quite warm to Argus.
Argus gets 13.
Yeah.
And also
Does
wakes up.
Does it account for negatives too, by the way?
Yes, you need to overcome all the negative before you become conscious. Please remove the items you just used. Thank you.
And then I keep the last one for me. Uncomfortably warm.
That's mine for taking care of you guys.
Where
Wait,
is
no,
he?
you were at -8. You would have 9, not 17.
No. It says 17 total, so I
Yeah,
have
the
9.
combat number shows the total improvement, not the final number.
Oh,
You dingy.
right, because everybody has fewer hit points.
I
Anyway,
healed 17, but it brought me to 9.
Got it. Well, aren't I happy that I don't have a gag reflex?
You guys are okay?
Do I look
Hey.
like?
Where's the bastard? Where's that fucking cop?
downstairs.
We already killed him.
Oh, good. Good, alright. I can rest then.
Oh, frick, I forgot to do the math.
The XP.
Oh, yes, and this guy's worth quite a bit because he's a high-level caster, and they're often worth something because he's got lots of gumption in him. He's got gusto. He's got that fighting spirit. He puts up his little fisties and he goes like, "Hey, I gotcha."
I'm gonna kick the corpse of the mage.
350 plus, what are these other guys worth? I love that I'm actually getting a few for the math. So that's 300, that guy adds 150. And then that, what is he worth? He's actually pretty tough. He's also worth another 300. Divided by 5 is, everyone gets 420. Blaze it.
Alright, perfect. We're at 1100.
Level up.
After this harrowing experience, you feel somewhat more comfortable, aware. Perhaps, you're just more confident. You feel like you've got this under control. And that confidence brings you the power of a level up. Except for Argus. He needs 2,000 more.
Yes.
So, are we leveling up
190.
now, or are we doing the long rest?
1990 actually.
Well, we're going to end the session here, I'd say. This is a nice place to end it.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Can we click level up?
Yeah, go nuts. Show me the goods.
Yes.
The fighters get fighterier. Oh, yes, our dear samurai. I need to figure out what you were getting. And I think I know what it... Okay, thingy.
Weapon fighting.
Yup, I got that one prepared and ready to go. I just need to add it.
What does this mean? Your character hasn't gained a level, but you do not set in?
Yeah,
to
so
do
then
the
you
snag?
go
You
to
go-
features and click the little up arrow button.
You have to add the level.
Select the class.
Oh,
roll your
got
hit
it.
points.
I always love
Got it.
level ups. They're so exciting. Okay. How about I focus on one thing at a time? Our samurai gets 2 swords as one. which gives him
Yes.
which gives him the 2-weapon fighting with his cool weapons. After all that, he realizes maybe it's a good idea to have 2 weapons at once.
Since we are level 2, can we level up our skills more than 4, or?
If you click the level up button, it actually shows you where you want to put those ranks you just obtained.
You get your class plus your intelligence modifier.
So go to features, on the ribbon, go to features, and then go to classes. And then where you took that level up the first time, there's now an up arrow in the second box.
Yeah, I already did that, but what I
Oh
mean
yeah, no.
is...
So the maximum rank is 5 now.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Goes up 1 per level
Okay.
essentially.
So,
Okay.
So
thank
you have you have 9 ranks. Oof, man. Rangers, am I right? Human rangers are that.
9 ranks. Holy shit.
Yeah, she learns fast. She got a big brain. 14 int. She gets combat styles, which are really good. She could pick something cool. Oh yeah.
Did we take half plus our con bonus, or can we roll?
You can roll. My monsters roll. How about you roll?
All right.
I mean, if you think it's a really big deal, you'll take half, but you'll take the lower half. Because technically speaking, the half of an even die is always a fraction. So, here we go. Once you take care of that, I can add the thing. Ranger gets to choose the combat style. Can pick the rapid shot feat, which lets you shoot more arrows. Or you can go for 2-weapon fighting.
Rapid shot.
A rapid shot's pretty good. You get 1 extra attack per round with a ranged weapon.
Yeah, that is pretty good.
So this requires you to take a full attack, which means that you can take a 5-foot step, but you can't move around. So if you're standing still and you're just like, I'm gonna shoot him, you shoot 1 more time.
Okay, that's totally fine with me.
Very good if you're established and ready to just let those arrows fly, baby. So take care of the level up. Remember to apply it, and then you can see where that goes.
Can we prepare our spells? Are we sleeping? I'm not sure. Are we?
I think everyone could use a nap after that. But I'm not your party.
This place is cleared out. Looks like.
Not yet. We haven't checked the other rooms.
Didn't the guy literally say that he's the last guy in the fortress or something? I mean, maybe he's wrong, but
I meant in terms of items and stockpiles and whatnot, because we've been to the room of the meathead, but not the hobgoblin or the caster.
all right. That's all for next time. But for now, the druid gets woodland stride. Can move on it.
Yay.
It's pretty cool. Can move for undergrowth normal speed without taking damage or any other impairment, unless it's magical. They can still prick you. Prick, prick. Our fighter gets feats, because that's what fighters do. They get weird tricks. By the time you guys reach level 3, so will Argus, but it will always be limping behind. So is the fate.
Say again?
So is your fate. Okay, let me just look over here and add the right thing for you so that you have what you want as samurai, which is 2 swords is 1.
Damn.
And just have to add that bonus feat by hand, but it has a samurai feat pool. That's what matters.
Yes. -2 to hit, but 2 attacks. I'll take that.
Hey, you got aren't Katana and Wakizashi is like pretty good in the crit range, so.
Yeah, essentially.
Yeah, so it's a dirty fighting style that sometimes delivers some good blows.
There you go. I just need more flanking buddies. That's all.
So I think you can set up a full attack for this.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm actually thinking about how this works. Katana and Wakizashi. Weapon wield mode. Primary weapon. Oh, 2-handed. Okay, cool. So if I just create this and have it do its little thing, how does it look? Does it add the modifier appropriately? Nope. Attack count 1, 2-handed. Oh no, that's what that kind of 2-handed. Main. What the hell is main offhand light? Ugh.
It just means gives the -2 penalty instead of the -4.
Sure. Yes.
Rapid shot requires dexterity 13 though. I have 12.
You want to know something fun about rangers? They get it with even. Let me read this for you.
Yeah.
You get it even if you don't meet the normal prerequisites.
Oh.
That's
Okay.
why my samurai can dual wield even though I don't have much dex.
I might not be nimble, but
Oh.
I don't care.
Okay, that's great.
I might not be nimble, but I'm sure I'm ambidextrous.
How do I get this freaking thing to work? Why do you refuse to wield? Sorry, I'm just new to this. I've never worked with this too much. Nah, we'll figure this out in the meantime.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Yes.
Can I also choose another feat? Because rapid shot is automatically I have it, right?
Yep.
Okay.
So let me take a look at how your sheet handles this. Feats. Oh yeah. No. Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't
I
account.
added the rapid shot.
Yeah, it doesn't
It
seem to
doesn't
have a
do
way
that?
to account for this. That's kind of silly.
Yeah.
Oh well. Well, don't worry about it. As long as it works, it works. That's all that matters.
Okay, then I can choose one more. Okay.
What is this attack, and what does it do? Oh heck. Oh heck. This is pretty cool. Bam. Oh, excuse me. That's a blind roll. If you click your longbow button at any time, you can go for rapid shot. And with all those bonuses added,
Oh.
look at that attack.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, nice. Nice.
And that brings me to Matthias, and with the question of, does that also apply to the katana? No.
Katana.
Weapon wield mode. Weapon wield. Oh, that's because he hasn't added the feature yet. Whoops. Maybe if I add it, it'll fix things for me. Do weapon fighting. Because can't imagine ever doing that without it. Wakizashi doesn't have it.
I
Fair enough.
had a question on Magic Stone.
Yes.
So with the sling, would I just attack with the sling and then if it hits Magic Stone?
No, I think Magic Stone just makes some of the bullets.
You transmute as many as 3 petals with cannot large sling bullets that strike with greater force. If slung, okay. Okay. Yeah, they just become sling bullets, but they're a little bit oomphier.
So no, that's not quite. I think what they were
Also, they
asking.
deal an extra bit of damage against undead.
They were asking if they can cast it as a part of an attack. I think.
No, it's a
Right?
standard action. You have to do it at a time.
So you have to, yeah. So you either do it before the fight or like during the.
They
the
last
fight.
30 minutes. You'll be fine.
Oh.
Their
And then
damage.
you just have some shots that are doing better.
So yes, then they do 1d6 plus 1 plus your strength, I think, since they're technically thrown weapons.
Also, I think the distinction that these things make is that you can't buff your already magical ones, so you have to carry some standard ones.
What? Listen, listen, Mr. Como. Who buys who buys +1 sling bullets?
I do.
Or it's just like, can I have it chanted rocks?
Pretty much.
Yeah, why not?
Please, Mr. Wizard, cast a spell on my stones.
Why not?
You could
I
take
don't understand.
craft
If you can get
magical
the
item
+1
and do it.
arrows, what's the difference with a sling? Just
Why don't
because
you
I'm
just
using a
you can
a
get a
thorn instead
magic
of a-
you can get a magic sling that imparts its magic onto all of its projectiles instead. I mean,
It's
if you,
cheaper.
to an extent, if you intend to only attack a couple of times, maybe. Actually, I'm curious. How much does it cost for ammo?
Ammo.
The price is for 50 arrows. Okay, cool. Yeah. So if you intend to attack less than 50 times, then yes, it is technically cheaper to get magic stones.
Because by the time I have 50 attacks with a sling, I'll probably find a better sling by default.
Fair enough.
I'm just saying it's also valid.
Pat.
So I'm confused. So would I roll for magic stone or sling. Oh
I
wait,
think-
I can't even roll.
Yeah, I think it's a little too much of a complex spell when you think about it, because it does 1d6 against some people, 2d6 plus 2 against others, and it also adds your strength, so it's kind of weird. We'll just account for
In
it
this
as we
case,
go along.
minus is my strength. Minus is because I have like 9.
Yeah, so it actually does a little less damage, so... Oh well.
It's better than just 1 point of damage with the sling.
Cool. So, in the meantime, we can take care of things like identification. I think you guys are going to take a break, like a rest, a proper rest.
Oh yeah, we got to.
You get 2 hit points, by the way, since you're leveled up!
Oh right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the meantime, you can all roll me some checks to see if you can identify some of these cool items. I think it's
Point and
spellcraft.
appraise. Oh, gotcha. Spellcrafting.
Oh, I'm good on those.
Well, I mean, appraise could help out, but... Oh, I love the... Spellcraft DC 13 to identify a glyph of warding. No action required if you're using Read Magic. But, let's see. Identify an item, spell effects are in place. Identify materials, identify an item. Oh, potion.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Huh. Draw a diagram. So this is why the identify spell exists. What the hell is a symbol? A symbol spell? Dirty 20. Well, in that case, I will say that you can probably figure out those fancy potions. Or the bandages, which are blessed bandages. You can slap them on a boy and they automatically become stabilized. The oil is a common one.
Ooh.
It's an oil of magic weapon.
Ooh, nice.
Are you putting this stuff on?
They're on the loot sheet, but I now click a button and they automatically become identified.
Good.
For future reference, no, you don't know what to do. I like that someone stole one of the wands.
I'm
That's
gonna take
great.
the bandages.
You know what? I'll let you identify one more item, and you can tell me which one you would really like to know about. Also, if someone is ever going to read locations worth visiting, that's also great. Anyway, so do you want?
Which one can I identify?
There are 2
This-
wands, and you can pick one of them, and I'll tell you what it does, because that's basically how this is going.
I'll do the eyeball one. Looks pretty cool.
The eyeball one is one of Detect Magic. It has 10 charges left, and every time you give it a swing-a-ding-ding, it tells you if there's magic around. And then you can
Okay.
spend some time to figure things out. It's in your inventory. I need to click it there to be proper. Who picked up that wand of magic identification?
Oh, well, that's have. I did not.
Well, someone did. It said there's none left.
Anyone? Bueller?
I haven't touched the loot pile yet.
Well, I'll just say that whoever has it, put it back.
Hmm.
Well, you can always use wands and just slap someone with it and hope that it doesn't kill them. It's the old saying goes.
You could always break it.
Do I have to like click minus like 18 times to get all the arrows from the pile?
There is a far easier way to do this, which is to click the edit item button and just edit quantity under the description identified.
I tried it, but it didn't save.
Well,
the
get
file.
out of here, arrows.
It automatically
Oh,
brings back like 18. I can't do it. It was 20 before. I
there.
clicked
arrows.
minus 2 times. Okay, great. Also, I chose weapon focus for my feet, but how do I set my weapon?
I got a quick question. Where are you getting this feat from? Your fighter is getting a feat, yes, but you don't.
No.
Allow me to look up some things because I am in confusion. Experience points.
Okay.
Yes, people do not get you don't get an extra feat. You got that bonus feat from your class feature, but you don't get another feat until level 3.
Okay, because I asked, can I choose do I choose another feat as well?
No.
And you said yes. Sorry.
Well, I meant to say no because I'm dumb because I'm busy with lots of things.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, I'm just gonna click the delete button then. Okay.
Wait a minute. People with a poor BAB never get plus 10? I never knew that. Well, that makes sense, actually, now that I think about it.
Great. Also, please can you add the attack for the compost longbow?
For the
That
composite
I-
longbow. Give me a moment. I'll take care of all of them.
Okay. Thank you.
Unless you prefer to trust that new longbow you found that's magically identified and maybe horribly cursed. It's always an option. You never know. Here we go. You should now have a brand new composite longbow attack. Kapow!
Thank you.
More damage, more range, more accuracy. Now imagine shooting that with rapid shot. You're fighting a goblin and you're real close. You let them have it. They'll feel that one in the morning.
Yes.
Handsome. Very good. Nice solid blows. Also, you got some money. Like you got some money in your purse because they found some coins.
Ooh.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I got some money. Great.
Now, how are we going to be tracking the money in general? Is it going to be all in the loot pile or what?
Everyone
I've
has
been
their-
splitting it.
Say again?
Said every time I've been getting silver, I've been splitting it,
Yep.
telling you guys just add it to your sheet. So everyone should have 100 silver right now.
Fair enough.
And whatever items they want from the loot pile. Assume we're just doing honor system with that.
Fair enough.
Did we get any of the other scrolls identified?
Not quite yet. Well, you know what? You'll figure it out along the way. For now, you're just kind of looking at them, going, Actually, let me see. I think it's a different check though. I'm being fast and loose. So, identify spells and magical effects. But what about items? Oh, here we go. Oh yeah, identify is just you get all the information, huh? But that's only for wizards and bards and people of the magic school. Which is very specific. Detect magic is the only other option in that case. Here we go.
The wand of detect magic.
Yeah, you got one of those nowadays.
Sure.
Let's see. You can make spells to determine the items in... Okay, well, until you've tested an item out, it's generally difficult to figure it out, but... Sure. I'll let you identify 2 more items with rolls. So which items particularly get your attention?
Divine Arcane Spell Scroll and Divine Spell Scroll.
Okie dokie. Show me the goods, and I'll give you the good ones. Which is some spellcraft checks. Oh, wow.
Oh.
Here you go. The Arcane Scroll is one of Bear's Endurance, Featherfall, and Protection from Evil. Quite a potent set of spells if you're in a dire need of some help.
Nice.
The Divine Scroll's a quaint one. This is not a spell you know of. It's called Snake's Swiftness. It is a spell that has effectively been forgotten, as in its particular use is not commonly referred to. You can use the spell as you would any other spell scroll which you have access to, or you can eat it, effectively absorb its power and knowledge, and in the future be able to prepare the spell.
I just imagine eating like a paper.
It's
Well,
more
you've
like you.
never eaten paper?
It's more bestowing your deity with the knowledge needed to prepare it, similar to how a wizard needs to write it down. You're like, hey God, forgot about this one.
Right. Okay, I'll take both of those. See what they do. And I'll just like, yeah. You said if I consume it and then it'll be what?
If you consume it, you can prepare it in any future time, as if it was on your actual spell list. So
And I can
normally,
only do that once?
no,
Or
you can
forever?
just future prepare it whenever you want. The benefit of a scroll is that you can use it and it doesn't take any slots. So that's a trade-off. But you know,
Okay.
so It's sort of like when a wizard learns a spell from a scroll. The scroll gets destroyed, but they can forever, as long as they have their little thing with them, get new slots of them, but they have to use their slots for it. Instead of just having a scroll for free. Because, I like the idea of you unlock something. You've unlocked a spell. This is a thing that people have forgotten about, that has been lost to the aeons, and you've recovered it.
Cool. So I can use these spells if I consume them, right?
Yep. No. You, as a druid, have access to everything on the PHB list, because that's the book you came from. That's the book that you focus on. But everything outside of the PHB might enter the game through, like, hey, you find something, and there's a spell in there that you've never seen before, and you can rejuvenate its power into the world, as it were. So, to put it bluntly, everything that's on that hyperlink one, that you can access freely. You can pick whenever one of those you want. You don't know a certain amount of spells, you just have all of them. You can prepare them in any slots you want. But any other spell that's not on that list, you can only get access to by finding it first. Or someone who knows it.
Got it. So I'd have to find a person who knows these spells, teach them to me, and then I can use these spells?
Or a scroll. Like, you need to find a form of that spell imbued into the world to learn its abilities.
Right, okay.
Words! I'm hungry. And this game is technically over.